about time we headed over to the Curatorium of Secrets. We have something super important to discuss. You remember, right?
I do remember now. Hello, BB Gangsters. This is Calvin, also Disarmer, and this is Genshin Impact, and this is Act 7 of the Krai Archon quest. I honestly, legitimately don't know what to expect from this. Now, here's the thing. I should say I don't know what to expect from it, but I feel like we all have like a little, a few things in our mind that could happen in this quest, of course, you know what I mean? There's chances of running into Dottore. There's chances of seeing all the characters we've known so far. We're hoping in some way that we can save Columbina. You know what I mean? There's all those things in our head. But I'm so excited to see where this will go. We're going to be heading all the way over here. It feels like it's been a while, hasn't it? I know there's like been stuff in between, but it definitely feels like it's been a while, even though it probably hasn't been. Oh, it's like a little gecko. Get him, cat. Look at this, starting off with the cat hunting this little lizard, or maybe not. Oh, it's the crew.
Looks like the gang's all here.
Yep, all ready. How about you two? Green and good to go?
We're good to go. Yeah, whatever you need.
Paimon's ready.
Whatever you need. I'm ready too. Okay, can we go over the agenda again?
Great. Let's get rolling then. Great. Well, first things first.
Oh? Wait. Is that Yehoda's hand?
Wait.
That's very rare for Yehoda to take some initiative on this type of stuff.
Someone's here.
Someone?
We heard your footsteps. Although...
Although?
You've been here for a while now. I take it you followed the Traveler.
What?
But I don't sense any ill intent in you.
Wait, what? Who is this?
Come on.
Someone who could be invisible? No. Okay, I thought they were invisible. They're beyond the door. I was like, someone's invisible? Wait, who's this? Red hair?
I figured it wouldn't take you long to notice me.
A Fatui member.
I come bearing news from my lady, the
Oh,
knave.
hell yeah.
Dottore went through the motions of returning to Snezhnaya, but it was obviously a facade.
Yes, he lied.
However, he has not returned to the Kuvaki Experimental Design Bureau, nor has he made an appearance in Nasha Town.
Has anyone seen him whatsoever?
Well, in that case, he'll be in his lab way up north. I always wondered why he applied for his own private pad. He was planning this all
He's very
along.
secretive. I think it's one of those things where, like, you leave to me, it's like the equivalent of, like, giving a child a knife to run around with. You give Dottore his own space and his own hidden area and his own location, you're asking for trouble. You know what I mean?
Tell them that Sandrone and I will go on ahead.
Oh, so
if
sick.
they still intend to pursue this matter, they should meet us at the research center in the northern tip of Krai.
That's so sick. The Nave being like, we'll handle this first.
Nice of Columbina's two best friends to think of us. We appreciate the heads up. Our sincere thanks to the Fatui for your aid.
Lady Damselette may have left our organization, but at least some of her colleagues remain genuinely concerned for her well-being. Not to mention that the Doctor's increasingly cryptic conduct gives us great cause for alarm.
100%. And I think that's like what's so scary with the Doctor is that, like, he shows up, does this big song and dance, and then like 2 minutes later, like, he's gone, and now we're back into like, what is he doing? You know what I mean?
We have crossed swords many times before, but it's not personal. We're just on different sides. We don't lack humanity.
Yeah, there's some Fatui members that, like, genuinely deserve to suffer, right? Those guys that did that stuff to Jet, and there's other Fatui characters who have, like, done some really bad stuff to us. But we understand the situation better than anyone, and we have friends in the Fatui. And in this case, like, working to stop Dottore is the best thing to do right now.
And so, as fellow friends of Lady Damselette, it's only right that you should be in the know about this.
Thank you.
Arlecchino's situational awareness has saved us a lot of trouble.
I'll leave the map here with you. If you do decide to head to the research center, please proceed with caution. And remember, at least while you're in Krai, Lady Arlecchino's subordinates are your comrades if you want them to be.
That's a really cool thing to say, isn't it? It's a really cool thing to say.
This is very accommodating of you. We can't thank you enough.
No, like, it does feel like there is a... I think the Knave is going above and beyond to what even, like, most Fatui members would do sometimes. Because, like, here's the thing, let's be honest, like, the Fatui members have been, like, friends to us, in some cases even more than, like, non-Fatui members have been. Like, they're tagging that right now if, as I said, like, in previous videos, if, like, he found out that someone, like, pinched the Traveler, I feel like he'd be down here in a few minutes to check out what happened. You know what I mean? Now, people will say, well, Calvin, Traveler gets beaten up all the time, then Tartaglia doesn't come down. But you know what I mean? He's very protective of and loves the Traveler. And I feel like like with the Knave, they're almost taking direct approaches to stop Dottore and to make sure that we're companions and we're on the same side, it feels like.
Just doing my duty. I shall take my leave now. If you need us, you'll find us at the Experimental Design Bureau.
It's very cool seeing how much effort she's put into this.
The doctors left the Experimental Design Bureau and headed to some research center up north.
And it's also then unless like somehow the Staritsa knew this would happen, he has lied to the Staritsa. He lied to her about the Seznaya thing.
Marionette seems to think he's been planning this for a long time. But when did it start? Before he even arrived in Krai?
Honestly, like with Dottore, he's been plotting. I think he was born plotting. You know what I mean? I genuinely think so. I think the doctor took him out and said, it's an evil mastermind. It's an evil bastard. And the mother was like, what are you talking about? And he's like, just trust me, I genuinely think that's what happened.
His loyalty to the Tsaritsa is lip service at most.
Mm-hmm.
Behind the scenes, he may even be working against
That's what I was saying. Like, I genuinely think that it's one of those situations where we don't know for sure, but my assumption is the same as Llama, where it was like, he lied to her. He genuinely did lie to her.
Whatever his motives, we know that he's decisive and incredibly ruthless. Facing him unprepared would be a recipe for disaster.
Yes, 100%. You need to make sure that like you're prepared for, because again, he's the type of character that I feel like you could have dangling off a cliff and then you blink and then you're dangling off a cliff. I feel like he's that type of character.
At this stage, it's difficult to predict his next step.
Yes. I'm saying yes to everything
we
here.
Split into 2 groups. We need some people to stay behind and guard Nasha Town.
Well, as much as I'd love to help, infiltrating research labs isn't really my area of
Yehoda would be good at that, right?
But at least take Cool Your Jet's Ducky with
Yeah?
you. It should be some help during the
Cool
battle.
Your Jet's Ducky? The nod. Very
And
adorable.
as for Miss Sinefa, I suppose you will stay to protect Miss Aino?
Detecting operational logic. Protect Aino. Priority. High.
Yeah, if we do what you need to do, make sure everyone's safe.
Just in case, Sir Varka, I think it would be best if you stayed behind as well. You can leave the research center
Varka's
to
being
us.
left behind a lot, but then again, it makes sense because he's not. I don't think his powers are on the level maybe of like a llama or something. Well, maybe I'm wrong, but
I mean, I would have said the Knight of Berea should probably be out on the front line, but okay, fine.
like I feel like this is also technically I like the way things are going. There's a suspecting feeling that like even the back of the line is the front line because you don't know what he's going to do next, and it's good to have someone here to protect these people.
Leave Nasha Town to me. Be careful out there, okay? If things get out of hand, fall back right away.
100%, yeah.
Yehoda will be on hand to assist you. In my absence, she can handle any intel gathering work.
And she's very good at her job. She genuinely is.
You got it, boss.
Oh, you got it,
You
boss.
guys make sure to get back here in one piece.
I swear by how good Yehoda is at our job. That mission we did with Yehoda was incredible. She did such a fantastic job.
We will.
Things are moving fast.
Mm-hmm.
We'd better head off soon if we hope to keep pace.
I think the way they've done this is actually so good because it does feel like we are like this it feels ragtag, but at the same time too, it feels like we're on almost like our own force now, You head this way, you head that way. It actually works out really well. This is going to be a very dangerous mission. Paimon, you should stay behind. No! Oh, why are you separating me from Paimon? I understand. I wanted to be safe too.
So, it's infiltrate a secret research facility, or... Yeah, alright. Paimon will help out here instead. Sounds like it's gonna be a pretty intense fight.
You know what I'm very happy about with Paimon, and I want to give her a hug. Back in Sumeru, she could not leave our side for a second. I think she's getting way better at understanding that and in fairness, like, we didn't know much people in Sumeru at the time, but like, these are all our friends. And she's getting way better at being like, independent with herself sometimes too, you know what I mean?
We all have to bring our A game here. So, anything you need to wrap up before we leave?
Are you telling me there's going to be no pauses or something? While in this Archon phase, certain systems and functions will be unavailable. To ensure you have the best experience, I recommend that you experience the next part of the story when you have ample time to complete it. What is this Archon quest? What is this? What the... You know why they put this up? Because I've never seen so many criticisms of the way they did the last one. And I didn't personally mind it because you can still back out of the mission at any time, by the way, and just go back into it. But... yeah, I've never seen so many people be like, yeah, this is the wrong way to do it. And again, it's not like, again, you can have that opinion if you want. It's just personally, I didn't mind it whatsoever because, again, the game does let you back out of it. You just have to redo some stuff. But I think they put this up to kind of be like, bro, I know they've done stuff like this before, but they're like, hey, just to let you know. I'm good to go.
Then you'd better get going.
Very well.
It's transferring us into a scene.
All these broken machines on the ground. Someone got here before us. Could it be?
Because we oh, sorry. I'm so sorry, Never. I'm so sorry. I thought it wouldn't go away with your text. But yeah, all these broken machines and like just like abyssal power here too. There really is. Wait, so... oh my god, we're in like a whole new location. What the hell? They transfer me here? They're like, Calvin, you're not exploring today. Wait. Yeah, they definitely put that warning up because of the criticism that they got. And again, as I'm saying, me personally, I didn't mind, but some people did mind. Because I can still go anywhere I wanted right now. I can still go back to Mondstadt right now. 100%. But I want to get this at least. You know what I mean? Can I get this? Can we go get this really quickly? Whereabouts is it? No, we can't. It is blocked off. So we can't. Okay, so this is interesting. This is interesting because you can warp out of here, but I imagine then it would cut off the story. Yeah, okay. That's what I'm thinking. Okay, let's head up into here then. Is this going to be a domain, I wonder? It's red here. I have Cloran's team today. It's not that I chose to use this. I was going to use Hu Tao's team, but like we started off with Clorand. I'm like, I'll use Clorand. You know what I mean? Oh, but we don't even need Cloran's team right now. It doesn't even matter. The lighting in here is gorgeous, isn't it? Kind of like the natural lighting shining through, but it's like it's still a very dark space. It's very cool stuff. Oh my lord. The lighting in here is insanely cool. Just a really pretty location. Fatui members like dead on the ground? Are they knocked out? Jesus Christ. The way that they... I know like people say, well, Calvin, you've also defeated Fatui members 100%, but I feel like, you know, Genshin loves doing that. Look at the light shining through. The lighting's so good. But they emphasize when there's not a disappeared dead body on the ground. When there's a dead body literally there on the ground, they're trying to emphasize that this is something bad has happened here. 100%. Whoa. Like, look, they don't do... Genshin never does this without a reason. The lighting in here is insane. Look at this. The blue light shining here.
Quite a welcome party.
It's these explosions. Clear that Ducky.
Wipe out!
How do I use cool your jet duck? Is that cool your jet ducky? How do I use that?
The long sleep beckons.
I forgot the combo for Flynn's. We'll probably remember it. We'll try our best. If not, we have Nefer, who is just autoplay. She's really good to use. We can just use Nefer. Oh, cool. Look at this like research area. This is gonna be awesome, isn't it? Who knows this? I don't know how long this will be, but we'll see how long it is.
You poor lost lamb.
Water jet!
For the everlasting past.
Yeah, and as I said, Nefer's... oh my god, Nefer's like autoplay when you play as her.
Get back! I said get back! Do you
The
hear me?
fear in his face. Who's fighting him? Oh, it's like these... Wait, what?
Why isn't it working? No! Don't come any closer!
This is like...
Don't!
oh my god, what the hell, Genshin? That's horror movie scene. The glass cracking. The screams of this person as he dies. Really, 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 really terrifying. Really well done stuff, though. This is like Connery and stuff, though, right? This is like very old. These type of creatures. These are like the original, original creatures. These are like the OG boys. The fishy geovishaps.
Close your eyes.
Oh, are you serious? Can you not get past here?
The deception ends here.
That's what I mean by the watch this now, watch.
It all adds up. Let's see what you're made of.
It's so never so good. I feel like I don't even learn anything.
May your spirits find peace.
Grab that key on the ground. We'll
There's
probably
key cards
need it
as well?
at some point.
This is like a freaking horror game. That's awesome. This whole location's awesome. This is awesome. This is so cool. I'm having the time of my life. Same as before, like that, right? And we actually use the key card. This is so sick. Look at that image of the Wild Hunt coming down here. So it seems like it is like abyssal power destroying things, right?
Watch out.
There's no
They're
way
like
through.
doing dynamic
Let's go
changes to the
around.
world. And this is like so like immersive, right? Very cool stuff. Going through a grate as well. I'm in love. Oh my god, stop. Do we need to equip Ducky, by the way? Is that a side companion? Do we have a side companion? Is Ducky here? Maybe I just don't live by the Ducky. Die by the Ducky. This immersive camera as well.
What the? Trespassers? Here? What's wrong with you people?
What do you mean what's wrong with you? You're the ones getting destroyed.
We're looking for the doctor, and we understand he might be here. I see you're fleeing the facility.
Yeah, 100%.
You looking to settle a score with the doctor? Good luck with that. I don't think you have many chances left.
Why not?
Perhaps. But you might have a chance to live if you start talking.
Flynn says you're gonna die.
2 other harbingers had the same idea as you. They're already inside.
That's what's
What good
destroying
is it gonna
everything?
do? The doctor wouldn't do something like this unprepared.
Yep, he's always prepping. Always prepping.
Seems to me that you're not too thrilled about being his subordinate.
Hopefully you wouldn't be.
Also, is it just me, or do I sense monsters nearby? If you'd prefer their company to ours, that can easily be arranged.
Has to make a choice.
We need to know what the doctor is up to.
Zach?
Please, if you know anything at all, tell me.
They're really selling the urgency of this stuff as well, and how far they're willing to go. Whether it's like, threatening death, telling you're gonna die if this doesn't happen. Like they're selling the seriousness of the situation. Even like Zach pleading this. Sorry, not Zach. The traveler is pleading in this way.
This is about more than us versus the doctor. His actions could have consequences for all of Nodkrai, and perhaps even your homeland, Snezhnaya.
Yeah, and the whole world, all of Teva. The doctor being alive is one big hazard.
He's building something. Ambitious doesn't even begin to describe it.
Jesus Christ.
Feels like this could be the big one. God knows how long he's been planning.
That's terrifying.
A while back, he told us he'd be returning to Snezhnaya. We weren't expecting him back so soon. This time he brought some gemstones with him, or something. 2 of them.
Some gemstones.
The moon
Oh,
Marrow
yeah.
spheres. He stole them from their rightful owner, Columbina.
100%. And you know what's so cool about this as well? The writing in this, having the Fatui member not knowing, he's not going to be like, I think he had some like moonstones or something. No, he's like, oh, they're gems. Because from a distance, you're like, why does the doctor have gems?
Oh, Lady Damselette? Last I heard, she left the Fatui. Before she went, she told us she'd finished what Her Majesty asked of her, and wished to focus on some personal matters. I remember thinking that leaving us might not be the best choice. I mean, I always looked up to the captain the most, and...
Oh, as a lot of people would, right? Like, he's a great leader. The Traveler thinking about the captain.
Back when this all started, the higher-ups dispatched 3 units to Krai to execute their plan. They were led by the Doctor, Marionette, and the Damselette, respectively.
Yeah, so we know that they all went there, right? And the Knave came later. She wasn't officially part of it
I was a part of the Damselette's unit to begin with.
Okay, and then Damsel left?
She never really interacted with us much. In fact, she seemed sort of detached from everything. Not because she was distracted, just felt like she was indifferent to the world around her. Like she had no stake in anything that happened.
That's an interesting way of putting it as well, isn't it? Because like she's not rude or she's not mean. It's just that she at the time felt like she wasn't a part of this world.
She always seemed like she was staring off into the distance. Almost as if she didn't see anything worth living for in the present. So she had to look further afield. That's right. She always used to stare up at the sky.
I'm getting chills from this guy.
The Doctor used to stand nearby and watch her. Apparently they got along well at first, but somewhere along the way, she grew wary of him. Started avoiding him as much as possible.
As you would.
After she left, everyone in our unit merged with the Doctor's. He's similarly indifferent to the world, except when it comes to the moons. He seems to have big plans for them.
See, that's the thing. I think his indifference is, yeah, as you said, like he is indifferent to the world, but in a way that like feels like he wants to punish the world rather than leave it. You know what I mean? But yeah, like it's so amazing hearing from his perspective. There's this person, the Fatui, looking at the Damselette, and even they notice like she never feels like she's truly here. She's always looking off into the distance. She's always looking up to the sky. And from their perspective, it just seems like she's just not really connecting with everything and connecting with the world and all this stuff too. But it's so interesting that even someone who like is not a main named character notices this.
Right now, obtaining the 3 moons is his #1 priority. He even said if he can only get his hands on 2 of them, he'll create a 3rd one himself.
Create one?
How would he create an artificial moon marrow? Maybe the knowledge he gained from the Hyperborean phantoms has something to do with it.
Didn't he try to create a god?
Thank you for cooperating. We appreciate the level of detail.
Speaking of level of detail, look how beautiful Flynn's looks here.
I get the sense that you'd serve under Columbina again if you had the chance. Would that be fair?
No, she's no longer a harbinger. As a member of the Fatui, my loyalty will always belong to the Tsaritsa.
And that's fair enough.
I'm only telling you all this because I don't completely trust the Doctor. His actions do not align with the goals that first brought us to Krai.
And this is the thing, it's so true. Like, right now, from our perception right now, the Doctor is going against the Tsaritsa's witches. And not only, like, do we see this, I know some people disagree, but, like, not only do I see this, not only does, like, Lama see this, but even, like, subordinates of the Doctor see, like, this doesn't align with the usual stuff we're doing here.
I understand. We'll do everything within our power to stop him.
Aww, Ether.
The Knave's unit is based at the Kuvaki Experimental Design Bureau. Maybe you can seek refuge with them.
100%. That's such a good idea. Yeah, it's so great how they showcase that even like a subordinate saw this stuff.
Now we know what's going on here. Artificial moon marrow. He's likely well on the way to completing it. Dottore's technological capabilities are far more advanced than I thought.
He's insane. He's absolutely insane.
I fear this could get ugly. Everyone, prepare yourselves.
Yep. As I said there in that scene there, what they set up there was, yeah, you see here as well, you have to experience content. Yeah, you have to do it all again, 100%. The urgency that they have here is so apparent. I'm gonna make sure no enemies find me. The urgency they have is so apparent, like the situation, they're selling how dire this is. Like Flynn's again said, I will kill you, basically. You will die. In no uncertain terms, he said it. We have like, you know, the Ether like emotionally pleading and us like trying to bargain his life, the subordinate, against like what's happening here. It's very apparent. Like this is an accurate, how do I say it? This is like a very good way of showcasing how urgent this is. But not only that, but again, they showed that, like, you know, the Tsaritsas at that moment, and again, we could, like, have a thing where the Tsaritsa, like, will lose all respect for the Tsaritsa, but the Tsaritsa could, like, turn around and be like, oh, yeah, I'm helping Dottore. We don't know. But right now, Lama, the subordinate, myself, the knave, all of them feel like this is like goes against what the Tsaritsa would wish. This goes against what they would want. But we've never met the Tsaritsa, but there it is as well. And now Dottore's making a third moon marrow, which again shows his arrogance. Again, I've no doubt he can do it. There's no doubt. When he said he was doing that, I was like, yeah, there's no doubt he could do it. So you could say, well, Calvin, that's not arrogance, but I think it's more of an arrogance to believe he's allowed to do this or he should do this. It's not that he can do this. I know he can do it. If Dottore right now came to me and said, I'm going to build an army of, Yehodas, I'm not going to be like, okay, dude, arrogant much. I'm going to be like, yeah, you can do that. It's the arrogance of thinking he's allowed to do this and he should do this. That's the arrogance that comes along with it. It's quite terrifying. Let's keep this going. This whole place is and it keeps exploding as well.
Observe.
I think it's... Yeah. I think that's the combo. Okay. At least I know the combo, so when we start doing this stuff, I can still feel okay. When we do auto attack. It's so freaking good. Oh, there, look at the guy. Look at the guy up there. Look at him up there. I love they're giving us health as well. They're telling you, hey, this is gonna last a... Like this botanics area? And who's that? What are you? Big boy? Big chunky boy? But yeah, this area is like very overrun, but like there's definitely some botanical experiments going on here as well. Oh my god, we definitely fought one of these before then, I guess? I just don't recognize it.
By the frost moon of old.
Be silent.
Go! The mystery
Just her sitting in the chair.
No more lies.
Auto attack is crazy. Absolute dunzo. Nefer's a great character. I feel like you give Nefer to someone who doesn't like playing video games. That sounds bad. I'm saying like because she's still fun, but I'm saying like because she has the auto attack. As soon as you learn how to do the auto attack, and she's leveled up full enough, I'm saying someone who like doesn't really is like, oh, I think Genshin might be too like, I don't like pressing on the buttons and doing all this stuff. You know what I mean? Like Genshin's not really my thing. I don't really like action games. I'm never really good at action games. You could be like, hey, there's this character called Nefer who just auto attacks. And it's super fun. I know there's more to her than auto attacks, but like I feel like for me, like as well, if I use the auto attacks, she's grand, That sounds so bad. I was like, Nefer's for people who don't like video games when I'm having the time of my life playing as her. She's so fun. Yeah, I didn't mean it like that, but you guys knew I didn't mean it like that, but I still have to explain myself for people that are passing by. I just feel like some characters are definitely more accessible to others, and I always think of like Kazuha. Even if you're not good at this game, and which I'm not, and you have just a well-built, even an averagely built Kazuha, you're gonna be pretty overpowered. Whoa! Look at this area. Is that it? Is that what he's trying to create? This moon marrow thing? What in the world are we doing to... He's right there. Oh my freaking god.
Welcome one and all. I've been expecting...
He's just right there.
I hope my humble research facility is to your liking.
Stop. He's just literally standing right there.
Yeah, we really appreciated fighting our way in through a horde of monsters.
This is insane. I know like we've encountered like even back in Sumeru he was there, but like it's just always so like skin crawling to see him here in the flesh.
The gall. You expect us to believe you've just been patiently waiting for us.
Oh my god, the Gaul is a perfect way to describe his whole character. He is the embodiment of the Gaul.
Of course I have. Should I be worried about something? Everything seems to be going quite smoothly so far, and you've shown up right on schedule.
Everything seems as planned.
First Sandrone and Arlecchino, now you. Ah, quite a surfeit of guests I've had today.
Wait, they're already here. Well, we know they were already here because the guy already said they had the same idea, but that means he didn't like dispose of them. I know he wouldn't kill them, but you know what I mean? He didn't defeat them, did he? That's worrying. If the knave and he met the knave and the marionette already.
If you were looking for them, I should probably mention that Arlecchino disappeared as soon as she entered the facility.
Look at this shot here. What does he mean by this?
As for Sandrone, Why, she stood right here only moments ago demanding answers from me at the top of her
Oh
voice.
my freaking god, oh my god.
Hardly out of character. She never was one for basic courtesy.
She is.
But I have to admit, I was a little surprised to see her showing concern for someone besides
That's
herself.
because you don't understand things. You seek to like be like this controlling part of humanity, but you don't even understand them. You can't read between lines. The whole thing of you being like, you know, she doesn't have basic courtesy, and you think courtesy is like doing all this stuff, and that's what villains that do that, and again, it's intentional, frustrate me. Why are you being so rude to me? It's like, what do you mean? Sandrone is 10 times, 2,000 times nicer than you. But Calvin, she cut out someone's tongue. Yeah. Still not as bad as what Dottore does.
Does everyone you associate with undergo such a change in temperament?
Oh, geez, he's mocking us.
Speaking as a researcher, I have to say, it is not a change for the better. It threatens one's ability to remain objective.
Oh, and you think you're so objective. Again, that's the thing these type of villains always do. They think they're objective. And he's saying everyone who encounters you change, because he's probably talking about Vaughn as well. You know, Vaughn is a sweetheart now. And yeah, maybe people that do meet the Traveler become better. Maybe they do.
Well, since you ask.
Great transition.
So you've got your hands on the moon marrow, and now you're claiming godhood. Don't you think that's a bit of a stretch, Dottore?
More than a stretch.
I must protest what you are insinuating with that phrase, claiming godhood. I am not claiming anything. I am stating a fact. You're a researcher.
Jesus.
I'm sure you appreciate the distinction between the two.
Again, this is his gall. The gall was a perfect word to describe it. The fact that he's standing here being like, I'm not claiming I'm a freaking god. I am a god. I will have godhood.
Huh? Wait, you really think you're all that?
I love Sandrone so much.
You'll excuse me if I'm not being a polite little lady for you.
Hell yeah.
We're colleagues. We both know what kind of person you are.
100%. You can't hide your dirtiness.
By the same token, I knew you'd respond along those lines.
Oh my god, I need to stop him. I need to destroy him. I need to. I really need to.
You and I both understand that facts speak
he's
louder
prepared,
than words. To that end, I've had my people send you a small gift. It should go some way toward helping you understand my present position.
He is the perfect villain. The fact that, like, I'm almost moving back in my chair a little bit. Like, and not intentionally so. It's just kind of the thing is just like, what is he doing? You know, what is he doing? But also, like, how calm he is walking into a freaking, like, what usually would be a lion's den. Let's be clear here. The marionette isn't some weakling. Not whatsoever. What's this gift he's talking about?
What gift?
And I want to make clear, I hate Dottore, but that doesn't mean I don't think he's not well written. Are you okay? What did you think of?
Where have all your troops gone?
Oh no, what's after happening?
Who knows? Perhaps they are already marching toward a new world, following in the footsteps of an unknown god.
Oh god, I'm so worried for Sandrone here. You know what's so interesting about Dottore? He's like, they made his walking animations very specific to him. His walk is like this, like very like gentle creep almost.
As vulgar and arrogant as you may be, dear Sandrone,
he's like circling her
I have no
like a shark.
intention of taking out my displeasure on your subordinates. They will enjoy equal rights to my own.
Yeah?
You sent your people to the Experimental Design Bureau? That's a Tsaritsa's property.
Oh. So that's where the marionette was in charge of, right?
Yes. And I am very mindful of Her Majesty's instructions. But you know full well that they do not conflict with my present goals.
Yeah, but this is where I push back a little bit. You're still going against her. You still are. I know someone's going to try to do the whole thing where it's like, and again, I understand that's people's different opinion, but someone's going to come back at me and say, well, no, they don't really, because she doesn't mind if they don't conflict in her goals. At some point, then, it's just one of those situations where it's like, Tsaritsa, come on. Like, come on. Even if it doesn't, like, change, even if her instructions doesn't conflict with his goals, you got to see how in the long run this isn't probably going to, and people say will benefit her in the long run. I don't think he will stop. I don't think he will stop just at this basic thing. In the long run, he will try to overcome Tsaritsa as well. He will, 100%.
In which case, All I'm doing is conducting another one of my experiments. Is there a problem?
You are the problem. You are the problem. You are the problem.
Now then, you have a judgment call to make. Am I simply lying to stall you? Or is it
so
possible that
manipulative.
every word I am saying is the truth? In which case, your subordinates really are in danger.
And this is how confident he is and how self-absorbed he is. What other characters would be able to walk freely around another Fatui Harbinger without a second thought in a situation that usually would be aggressive? You know what I mean? Just strolling around.
So now you've turned on fellow Fatui soldiers. You're completely insane.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I do not care if it doesn't conflict with her goals or his goals, or they don't conflict with each other, right? At the end of the day, this is not going to benefit the Tsaritsa in the long run. Eventually, I understand that the Tsaritsa's ideals against the heavenly principles and stuff, I guess, will come into play 100%. But the fact is, I know for a fact Dottore not going to stop here. He's not going to stop. He won't. Dottore won't stop until he's fully satisfied with everything. Until everything is his. Until he is everything.
I have set a new rule for myself. Each person gets one chance.
What? The arrogance.
Naturally, that includes you, Sandrone.
Again, he thinks he feels that godhood. He feels like he is a god. He's like, you get a chance. Oh, I'm being so generous.
If you wish to leave, I won't stop you. We are colleagues, after all.
When we eventually get to destroy the Doctor, it is going to be the most satisfying experience in this game.
Scumbag.
Exactly. I agree. She's taking the chance. She's going back to see if everything's okay there.
Still, I hadn't counted on Sandrone sparing any thought for the people of this world.
She's a person.
Shame. I always found her self-centeredness to be one of her few
Of course you did. Of course you did. Of course you thought that was amazing.
How can she ever hope to achieve greatness when she's so obsessed with protecting her little design
This is the
bureau?
problem, Dottore. This is why you need to be stopped. The fact that you don't see an ounce of humanity, that you don't have an ounce of care. There's not even like that aspect. It feels like someone took that part of out of your brain and your heart.
It's more than a little disingenuous to speak of achieving greatness while taking hostages. Or does honor no longer mean anything to you?
And this is factual again. And this is why, again, he's not a poorly written villain. He's a villain that we can't agree with. He's a villain that stands there and goes like, oh, I'm achieving greatness, blah, blah, blah. And it's like he's doing dastardly things. But in his eyes, it's not dastardly, right? Because in the long run, he's just doing what he's setting out to do. He's just doing his experiments. What's the problem, guys?
Honor.
Honor, he says.
I have the marrow of 2 moons in my possession and will soon complete the construction
Lord Love
of a
never getting
third.
ready.
I will be
Oh,
the
they're all
god
ready.
of a new world. And you speak to me of honor? How
His voice actor's so good.
charmingly naive.
His voice actor's so good. Even that line, I will be the god of this new world and you speak to me of honor. He's almost like insulted that he would say this to a new god.
Those are sacred relics. You do not deserve them.
In my view, many in this world do not deserve to be alive. And yet, I mercifully permit them to go on living.
This is what I'm talking about. He's like, I could kill everyone, but I don't. I'm so nice. This is why he needs to be stopped, and he won't. And this is what I'm saying as well. If I was able to talk to Tsaritsa, I'd say it. He's not going to stop at the stuff that doesn't affect you. He's not going to stop.
You'll come to regret your actions.
Exactly. Exactly.
Will I now? Let's see if you can make me.
Oh, dear frickin' lord. Wait, what? Genshin. 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 What are you talking about? Genshin.
You won't feel a
One
thing.
heart.
Oh. We're actually fighting the dog. What? There's no way.
Seek within.
There's no freaking way. Look what he's doing here. Is he water? Is he hydro? And he's just strolling around the map. He's walking around menacingly. What did you just do? What did you just do? Oh my freaking god.
You won't feel a thing.
Observe.
Like he's a doctor? Do you think he's he's definitely Hydra, right? For sure. Jesus Christ. The knave!
They see you as an ally. What a farce. You're clearly here to destroy my research.
Interesting. So he thinks she's here to just destroy the research. He doesn't care about the other stuff, or she doesn't care about the other stuff. He's literally looking at his screen. He's literally having iPad time as he's destroying us.
Like a reflection.
Oh, we can destroy these things too? Lunar bloom reactions? Which would be...
Close your eyes. Observe.
Is that it?
Close your eyes.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm trying my best here anyway. Oh, I see it.
Close your eyes.
I see it. Yeah, I see it.
Is this all it takes to tire you?
Never auto attack him.
No more lies.
Your actions betray your fear.
I've never seen a boss like this before, where he's just strolling around taking hits, looking at his iPad. Can we destroy these things as well?
Target acquired.
No, we can't. I don't think we can. We just have to avoid the attack when it hits. It's such a crazy experience. My heart is pounding, not because it's like a crazy difficult boss battle. It's just the presence that he has on this field is terrifying. It's absolutely terrifying.
Dottore is too powerful with the artificial moon marrow in his arsenal.
He's barely budging.
Fighting him is futile. Quickly.
Huh? Quickly? What are you doing, Nave?
Let's go.
He said she told us to leave? Holy frickin' hell, that boss fight. That frickin' boss fight.
I've always thought it is wiser to flee than surrender.
They have made him the most terrifying villain in Genshin history. And they've only improved upon that here. This is terrifying. Was he trying to capture us?
What the?
Oh no.
Forget about me. You should.
Where's the traveler?
They don't even see us? We already got teleported out of there? And he left with us. What the frickin' hell is happening? What did... Saving? There's save points. What? There's auto saves? We're doing a full RPG mission here. Which means this is a point where you can back out. That's cool. That's really cool. Well, we're back in... Is this Nasha Town?
What just happened?
Ether, I don't frickin' know. I don't know. I'm looking directly in your eyes. You're probably looking right back at me. I don't frickin' know. The knave tried to protect us in that moment. He warped us somewhere else. That boss battle was one of the most tense situations in Genshin history. Not because the battle was hard or that I felt like I was going to lose. It was more of a case of just like, why is he just walking? Why is he just strolling around the place? Why is he just like doing nothing but just like having a casual stroll as he's talking down to us? I did not expect a Dottore boss battle that early as well. I just didn't.
Nasha Town? How did I get here? Strange. I remember being trapped by Dottore during the battle. And now all of a sudden, I'm here.
Yeah.
Something weird is going on. I guess I'll start by exploring the area.
Huh? Traveler? What brings you here at this hour?
But they recognize us at the very least?
Huh?
They do recognize us.
What are you in the mood for today? A hot dog? Or something else? We've got some special discounts at the moment. Want to see the
A
menu?
hot dog would be nice, but like... This is weird, right?
Sorry, I'm not hungry right now.
Right.
Ah, well, feel free to take a seat for now. Let me know if you change
That's
your
very
mind.
kind. So at least like wherever it seems like we're in modern times then, right? It feels like we're here. It's not like
Everyone
an alternate
seems to
Nashi
be
town.
acting normal. Am I just overthinking?
Nope, there's no overthinking when it comes to Dottore.
Oh, darling, look who it is. One of our regular customers. Get the traveler something to eat, would you, dear?
I think she already asked.
Wait, why is he talking like that?
What do you mean?
Well, I'd love to, but can't serve a customer unless they order something. Anyway, I take it your business is wrapped up?
Yes, thankfully. It was a long trip, and it's left me feeling pretty exhausted. But the upshot is,
What are we noticing here?
I won't have to leave again for a good while. We can have some quality time to ourselves.
What are we noticing here?
Wait, these two are a couple? I see some kids around too. I didn't know they had a family.
So this is not right.
Hey there! I haven't seen you in ages! What's keeping you so busy? I've been looking forward to playing with you again.
Have we met is a crazy thing to say to a kid, but obviously we don't recognize them.
You forgot already?
Who's smiling over there?
You're silly. Daddy brought you over to our house recently. We had some snacks together.
What is happening?
What is she talking about?
Oh my freaking god.
We've had a lot of customers over the last few days, so we've been real busy. And like my mom always says, some people are more than just customers.
Who's this?
They're friends.
Wetsuit Timmy over here. What's he doing like?
Oh, another customer's arrived. I better go see what they want.
What is Where did Dottore send us?
This is all wrong. I never once heard the owner of this restaurant talk about their family. It certainly isn't a family-run business. And that child? I don't recognize her at all. Could this be a false memory?
It seems to be.
Very good. I knew you had it in you.
What the hell? He changed our memory? He gave us a false memory? Dottore. And he's just sitting there at the table?
Aren't you going to try the house special?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, you have to stop. You have to stop. You have to please stop.
When did he show up?
This music as well, and everything's warping in and out too.
No. None of this is real.
It's all changing now that we know it's fake.
You don't seem to like it here. That's fine. We can change
I just don't want to be around you. If I'm being honest. What are you... I feel like I've said what more times now in the last 2 seconds than I have, or last 2 minutes than I have ever in my life. What is this now? Wait, what? Columbina? I need this game to give me like a break. I need to like lie down. And this music? This track is gorgeous. Columbine, are you okay?
I'm still alive.
Where the hell are we now?
Where is this place? It took all my strength to open the moon gate, and then I leapt into it. So this is
location.
the moon's reflection? The mysterious realm beyond the gate?
That's the same place that Rear was, right? Columbine, I'm just glad to hear your voice. And here's the thing, like, I think we all like assumed that at some point we would see Columbina again, right? In some way, right? But I didn't know it would be this soon.
I can't sense anything. I guess I could try opening the gate once more.
Struggling to do this too.
No response. Maybe this space can't be opened from inside.
Oh my god. Here's the thing, I know she's not in a good place right now. But there's also a feeling in me where it's like, I'm glad that she's at the very least feeling, or like she's at the very least like not dead, if that makes sense. At the very least. At the very least she's not in a, you know, she wasn't ripped apart or something by this moon gate.
If this was the space that killed both Revier
Yes.
and his lover, then why am I unscathed?
I love that she said that right after I was like, I'm glad she's not ripped apart.
Or... No, I'm not unscathed. Even the air here feels... frozen in place. There is nothing here with which I can restore my power.
So she feels like even though like she's technically okay, her power isn't with her?
I should conserve my strength and proceed with caution.
Sure. Or she can't restore her power. Holy freaking hell, guys.
I don't believe Dottore's scheming will stop just because I escaped. If there is any chance that I can get back to the others, any chance at all,
please take it.
I must return.
And then she's just floating along this too with this music in the background. This gorgeous music. Oh my.
Emptiness. Silence. What is this place?
Where our space and time intersect.
Or maybe the real question is, what is it for?
Do you hear this gorgeous track?
What's this?
This is a
Looks
stunning
like it
scene.
responds to my power.
It's a stunning scene, but like, all the stuff that's happening with Dottore sending us into like a different memory space, a false memory, right? Not only that, but now being here in this moon's reflection with Columbina. Look at this space. It's terrifying. It's so vast. I mean, it's beautiful, but it's so vast and big and terrifying. It really does feel like, you know, they're not holding back. They're not holding back for these sections of the game. Use the charge attack. Very cool.
Like Kuvaki. Is it some sort of guide? And why does it feel so familiar?
Should we try our best to follow this?
I might as well follow
Yeah.
it.
Insane stuff. Was that the
Where
festival?
does this lead? Could it be the
That was the
exit?
festival, right? They set that up for her. I don't know if it's gonna be the exit though. This is such a stunning scene. Yeah, it's the festival.
Welcome home, Moon Goddess.
But we can't have escaped that easily, right?
Is this Nasha Town? But isn't Moon
It's a memory, isn't it?
over already?
Yeah, I think it's due to memories again. The idea of maybe like thinking back to what happened. She's within a memory, possibly like the same way that Ether was in like a weird memory, like a false memory.
Goodbye for now, Columbina. I hope you have a wonderful
It was the start
night.
of this whole thing. Why'd they take us back here?
I will. Llama, everyone else, and me? Are these my memories?
Yeah. I think it's still memories 100%. Does that mean there's a possibility that when Maria went to the moon's reflection, he was constantly looking over his memories over and over again? Possibly.
I can't touch them. It's as if we're separated by some impenetrable power.
Interesting way of putting it.
Over here! Over here!
And then walking straight through people as well.
But the people in these memories pass right through me. Just like when I
And that's
disappeared.
heartbreaking, right? Because that was such a harrowing time for Columbina.
If only I had known what would come to pass after that. Even so, I should still take a look around. Just being back here. It gives me the strength to keep going.
That's beautiful. That is beautiful to hear this. We're just back here in this place, but obviously it's in the form of a memory of some kind. But like, if you really think about this, like that means Dory be over there. That means Varka should be over there.
Welcome home, Moon Goddess. Oh, you're the genuine article.
Oh my god.
Alice was
With
right.
Barbeloth.
This moon prayer night was worth watching after all.
Oh. Yes. That was the fortune-telling stall run by Barbaroth from the Hexen Circle.
So we're gonna visit the witch's booth. Yeah, I was gonna say that, like, I'm glad that she takes the approach of, like, the fact that I'm here gives me strength. The fact that I'm seeing my friends gives me strength. It makes me way more hopeful, but still, it's a very crazy situation.
Please, draw the first lunar arcana. This represents destiny and is the foundation for the divination as a whole.
This was already such, like, sensory overload for Columbina, but to experience it again from, like, the outside perspective has to be so interesting too.
My destiny. I believe the card I drew was the moon. Now that I think about it, Barbaroth's divination was absolutely right. It's almost time to draw the last card. The one that represents the future.
Is it gonna be the same as last time? Because remember, like, the Traveler had a false memory, so I don't know if, again, I know Dottore might not be messing with these ones because it's different space and time.
From here, I think.
Wait. Did we pop it out then?
Kuvaki
Did we do it? How does that work?
What?
Did we do that? How does that work? How does that work?
Fascinating.
Oh no.
I've never encountered this before in my role as a diviner.
So Columbine is interacting with a memory, but she's interacting with a memory from the past, and what happened in the past interacted with someone who was interacting with a memory that was happening in the present. The present was, I think it was happening right now, but it was a memory from Columbine at one point, and she was interacting with while we were still in the present.
What's going on? Did that card leave the
That's what I'm thinking.
because of my influence?
That's what I'm thinking.
All I did was try to touch it, and then... Maybe this memory space is not untouchable after all. Are there weak points in the barrier?
Possibly. So you can interact with some stuff through, like, maybe a pulse of some kind.
Or is it possible that there's more to this space than my memories alone?
This card is death.
I need to get to the bottom of this.
Please.
I'll try touching something else. Is this the wind? No, it's
There's
gravity.
something pulling on her?
It's pulling me outwards. No, Traveler.
Oh, and she calls out for the Traveler. Do you sense something? Do you sense anything? She called out for him right away. Do you sense anything at all? No? What? This is one of the most incredible things they've done, but I think intentionally so. It leaves you feeling a bit lost, right? Oh no. Genshin. Don't do this. Oh, even the knave turns her head. Oh my god. Paimon, are you okay? Oh.
Paimon, listen to me.
I don't want Paimon to be upset at all.
From the bottom of our hearts, we are so sorry. We completely understand how you must feel. The Traveler is trapped, and we all feel
No, you're not. You're
responsible
definitely
for
not
it.
responsible for this.
Don't say that! Paimon's not a little kid! You didn't leave him behind
Oh.
on purpose! There was nothing you could do!
But she really has become so mature as well. It breaks my heart. Because, like, I know she's not a kid, but, like, I feel like if this is Sumeru Paimon, she would have cursed everyone out here. She would have. She would have been so sad. What the hell, man? This is one of the craziest starts to a freaking Archon quest I've ever seen. And now we're here. I'm here, like, already tears flowing. Oh, no. F you. F you. F you. No. F you, Genshin.
He's alone
Oh.
in there. What if something happens to him? What are we gonna do then?
I've made it known throughout my entire time in Genshin that the most special connection to me and the most important connection to me in this entire game is our connection with Paimon. So seeing her like this, it just rips me apart. It really does.
We've barely spent any time apart since we met.
Oh.
Is he gonna
Genshin, what the
die?
fuck? Please.
We must find a way to rescue him. We were all involved in the operation where he was captured, and we do not abandon our comrades.
Dave, thank you so much. The Paimon stuff kills me. It kills me so badly.
That being said, it won't be easy. Through conversation with the others on our return, we've arrived at a basic idea of what we're up against. Dottore's lab has clearly been in operation for a lot longer than we realized. We found many monster samples stored there. In all likelihood, they were materials he used to research his latest technology.
Okay.
We also know that through his contact with the phantoms of Hyperborea, he gained knowledge about the moons and certain Hyperborean technologies.
Yeah, that's definitely apparent there as well, but like, I'm sorry guys, I just need to like wipe my eyes at least a little bit. I don't care. Like, I know some people don't like Paimon, but like, for me, Paimon and the Traveler's relationship is the most perfect thing you could have in a video game in terms of like the development of the relationship and how far they've come as partners and as friends. There's nobody closer.
Using this knowledge, he then fashioned an artificial moon marrow to serve as a replacement for the frost moon beyond the sky.
Freaking insane.
Unlike Columbina, Dottore is not being rejected by Tevat. And even with 2 of the 3 moon marrows, his power far exceeds all of ours combined.
Insane, because he has like a purpose.
Once his 3rd moon marrow is complete, Dottore will have completely seized the authority of the 3 moons. Tevat's most primordial powers will then be in his grasp.
Tears in my eyes. I feel sick. I feel sick after all this. I really do. I feel so sick after all this. It's so brutal. It really is. Oh my god, I can't with her. I need someone to hug her right now.
I'm afraid so. No one could have predicted this level of insanity. Not even from Dottore. And unfortunately, his insanity is coupled with an intellect and ambition that not even his peers in the Fatui
And
can
that's what's
match.
terrifying about it, is that, like, again, as I said, the arrogance that he has is not from thinking he's so smart. The arrogance he has from thinking that he can use his smarts for this type of stuff. That's the arrogance. Of course he's smart.
This is dire. Sounds like the world is
We
done
gotta do
for.
something though. I can't believe how they started this off, guys. To feel so lost and confused in the first, like, section of an Archon quest. To have so many shocking and stunning moments already.
The 3 moons' authority can influence the very fabric of time and space. I dare not imagine what a monster like him would do with that
This is what just makes me so... My mind is melting. Because this is all, like, for now, until we come up with a plan, so much of talk about Dottore is like, I hope that he doesn't get this. If he gets this, we're done. And it's true.
The trouble's already begun,
Yeah.
I'm afraid. On our way back, we discovered that part of Krai is being enveloped by an unknown energy. We cannot ascertain what is happening inside. I'm convinced this is Dottore's doing. Not that there's any way to prove it. The issue is, we have no idea what his intentions are.
That is a big issue. It is a big issue.
The only thing more frustrating than facing down evil is knowing that it will surely come, but not knowing when.
Yeah. And I think it's like it's like the calm before the storm thing. I calmed down a little bit further from the Paimon thing. I took a 2-minute break. But the stuff with like the what Flynn's is saying here is so true, because like it's the unknown that's almost terrifying. It's when it's gonna happen. I think there's even like the thing in Lord of the Rings from a character. Again, I'm not gonna say when, but there's a character in Lord of the Rings that literally goes like, you know, the horrifying things that we're witnessing now is not that, like, you know, it's the battle itself is gonna be scary, but the waiting is almost worse.
The Doctor is guilty of numerous crimes in Mondstadt as well. One of our knights, well, former knights, his father was murdered by Dottore. His ideology and methodology are a danger to everything in his path, from individuals to entire nations. He does not feel guilt, even when he acts against his own people.
Yes, I'm saying yes over and over again, because like, just I agree so much with so much is being said across this whole episode. Everyone's just on point, but just doing true facts constantly. Dottore is a villain.
He doesn't see them as his own people. That's why. People like him see everyone else as beneath them.
He even saw the marionette when he thought she was more self-centered. He actually appreciated her more. That's how arrogant he is.
Right. He views other people only in terms of how they can benefit him. That's the basis of all his social connections.
And you have someone like the Knave who like genuinely has people that she cares about.
Granted, he's hardly the only harbinger to pursue their own interests. We all do. And Her Majesty is gracious enough to permit it. Still, her mercy has its limits.
Exactly, and I would hope that she would realize that it's not going to stop outside the confines of her wishes. You know what I mean? It's not like one day Dottore's just going to be like, I'm satisfied. People like that are never satisfied.
Dottore's actions have gone beyond even what the Fatui could have imagined. Usurping divine authority to become a god. For a servant of the Tsaritsa, that goes beyond being disloyal. It's treason of the highest order.
But what will the Tsaritsa do? What will she do? Can you contact her? Can you get in touch with her?
We can't expect him to heed the Tsaritsa's will once he gains the Three Moons' authority. Even we Harbingers consider him the most self-interested among us.
The Harbingers who have their own self-interest, to do their own plans. Can you imagine, like, freaking, like, you know... I'm trying... And this is not an insult to Tartagula, but Tartagula is someone who will literally just, like, see a squirrel and chase after for a second. Not that he's dumb, by the way. He just loves, like, getting preoccupied with stuff. And then somehow him chasing after a squirrel, 2 weeks later, you're like, oh, what are we doing, Tartagula? Well, I joined a war, and I fought these, like, guys. I killed a troll. I lived amongst the gnomes for a while. And you're like, what? He is, like, the most, like, you know, tunnel vision character. And even him being like, yeah, that dude's so self-centered, bro. You know, not that Tartagula is self-centered, but you know what I'm saying. There's a difference between self-centered and going after your own interests, right? Amongst the Fatui members who all have their own self-interests, which is not a problem, he is the most self-interested.
Poor traveler. Of all the people to get caught.
Oh, Paimon.
We have to go save him right now.
Yeah.
Please, we gotta find a way.
Of course, that's what Paimon's most worried about.
Paimon, I promise you, we are with you all the way.
I think they wrote Paimon's part here really well too, to have her be still going frantically and being so worried frantically, but also understanding that it's not, like, you know, that it's not everyone's fault. Not that she would ever blame people. You know, like, again, Sumeru Paimon, I think, would have, like, been way more hysterical, 100%, and that you wouldn't blame her.
I get how you feel. I do. But it's gonna take more than strong emotions to take down an enemy like Dottore. What we need now is more information.
Right. We can't even guarantee he's still at his research center.
After everything that happened.
Before we can think about mounting a rescue operation, we need to confirm the traveler's location.
Again, so true. It's like, oh, let's go rescue him. Where? You know, where can we go to rescue him?
I'll find a way.
Paimon knows, but she's so scared.
Oh.
If anything happens to the traveler...
I can't with this. I can't. Like, the relationship is so close. It's not surprising me that she's this sad. Again, she deserves, not saying, I always say that, you know, she deserves to cry. I'm not saying that. She's allowed to cry if she wants to and she needs to. But it doesn't change the fact that this is so heartbreaking to see, you know?
He might be the strongest person Paimon knows, but he's still human.
Why is it this line gets me as well? He might be the strongest person Paimon knows. She thinks so highly of him. Oh, what now?
Then think things through before you stick your neck out. Unless you want to lose your head.
Here, because it's Sandrone.
Sandrone.
Miss Sandrone, you're okay?
Well, she went back to the facility, I think, to see what was happening.
Put the stuff over there. And be gentle with it.
Wait, are you moving in? Are you moving in right now?
Am I okay? As you can see, I've had to move my whole livelihood out of the Experimental Design Bureau. It's been swallowed up by Dottore's energy
Is that what they saw, the energy field?
If I'd left it any longer, I probably would have gotten stuck
The energy field is what you saw, like, which was like, was the darkness going over the land?
Ugh. Dottore always goes a little loco when he finds a shiny new toy. Not that he'd ever admit that. But this time, he's gone full psycho.
I genuinely also love that the way that they talk about him, right? Like, they all have their own way of, like, thinking about it and their own way of leading themselves to the same destination. His arrogance, his tunnel vision, his self-interested way of doing things. They all describe it in a different way. And, like, from the knave doing very matter-of-fact, and then the marionette being very insulting even, you know, intentionally so. She's very, like, snarky about it. I love the way they have, like, they all go to the same thing, which is, he's gone full psycho. But they say it in different ways. Oh, Jesus Christ, man. Please. Someone hug her right now. Please, Sandrone.
Just go ahead and cry already.
Sorry. Paimon's not trying to make a scene. It's just... She can't.
This is brutal. This is so brutal. Every moment I think I'm better, and then it comes back with this stuff.
Paimon.
Can someone freaking hug her? Someone. Please.
Let it all out. There's no shame in it. When you're overwhelmed by fear and despair, crying can help get it out of your system. You'll feel better for it.
I find if I'm ever like, I don't, not that there's anything wrong with crying, but like if I'm ever like sad about something, and if you do cry, sometimes it can make you even like feel more tired. So like it helps you like settle down a bit, like the emotional exhaustion of it, which isn't always good, but you know what I mean? But even like Sandrone like turned her head and was like, oh, just cry already. Not because she was being mean, because she was like, it's okay to cry,
Okay then, while the baby of the group is having a moment, how about the grown-ups get to work? Give me your hand.
You've made a discovery?
Because even now she's being snarky, but that's just her way of talking as well. She cares as well.
Polonia, scan.
That was so freaking hard, man. When Paimon said, I'm trying not to cause a scene, it's like, how would that ever cause a scene, Paimon? I know that's how she thinks. And that's how most people think when they are crying. They think, I'm not trying to be a bother. I'm not trying to be rude. I'm not trying to be, because again, they think that they're weighing heavy. But you have to understand, like with Paimon, like she's rarely ever apart from the Traveler. And now she's worried sick about what could happen to him.
You, hand, now.
You hand now?
Oh, I thought you'd never ask, my lady.
Gentleman Flynn's as well.
Curses!
You can't find anything?
You're next. Then
She's
you.
trying to test something? Sandrone scans everyone who took part in the battle against Dottore.
Dottore, you son of a... He's done something to us. Everyone who entered his research center has been implanted with some sort of curse.
How? What curse?
I don't feel anything unusual at the moment. Does that mean it hasn't activated yet? Is there a way to figure out its purpose and what might trigger it?
My best guess is Dottore created it using the Moon Goddess's powers. 1 second, analyzing. Ugh! That friggin' maniac!
What has it done? And again, the fact that the marionette notices too.
So, what twisted game is he playing this time?
He is so overbearing, isn't he?
The moment I analyzed the energy composition, some encrypted text appeared in my mind's eye.
Saying what?
And when I deciphered it according to the Fatui standard encryption protocol, I got the following message. Feel free to run, or you will perish in
Oh my god, that is also just terrifying. And here's the thing, he means it. Now, I know he messes with us all the time, but like, there's, you know, he gets a kick. He 100% gets a kick out of this.
He's mocking us.
Yeah, he gets a kick out of it.
Yep, he loves to toy with people. Only in this case, there might be more to it. But I didn't detect any murderous intent or malice either in the message or the curse's energy. As if this is him at his least malicious.
How do you even explain that?
Or perhaps all people are cowards in his eyes. Maybe he thinks the threat alone will be effective.
What the knave is saying is like, maybe he looks down on people so much that he thinks that this will work. He underestimates people so much.
What a despicable person. And he has the Traveler in his grasp.
He's horrible.
If I may, as unhinged as Dottore may be, he has always exercised great patience with the objects of his interest.
I remember a comment he made when we first arrived in Krai. He said, "This world is, on the whole, an exceedingly dull place. But at least there are a few intriguing features, such as the gods, or the Traveler."
He was already this interested in the Traveler. He's already this interested.
Presumably, they interest him because they're unknown quantities. He wants to understand as much as he can about them.
I mean, that would make sense. The Traveler is like something that has been an unknown variable in this world for a while. It makes sense that he would like want to see more about him and what he's about.
Agreed. The Traveler is Tevat's fourth descender. All harbingers are.
This is just something you guys were talking about. But again, it makes sense that they would know about this.
Since Dottore took such pains to capture the Traveler, he is unlikely to kill him right away.
Don't say right away even. Just say unlikely to kill him for Paimon at least. And for me.
Okay. But we still have to do that rescue operation.
Of course.
I'm very nervous about not doing this.
We need to read between the lines with Dottore's message. If he's encouraging us to run, that means we mustn't leave Krai under any circumstances.
I love the marionette also like deciphering this because again, I think she also like while she is like someone who is very angry, while she is someone who is very snarky, I think it also shows cases like, you know, she didn't get to this point with all her machines and all this stuff without being someone who has like critical thinking, you know what I mean? And I'm glad they're showing this because again, she's always been smart and she's always been very like, even the way she talks to the knave, you can tell like she has such a big brain on her. But I feel like in this way, they're also showcasing this in a different way too.
My guess is his curse will only trigger if we leave.
Interesting. So it's like a border thing. Oh, who's here now? Durin!
We've discovered multiple energy fields. Albedo is still attempting to analyze their structure. He told me to report back first. Each field is slowly growing, swallowing up more of the surrounding area in the process. And the pace of their expansion has increased since we first examined them. He's probably trying to swallow Krai whole.
Jesus. Is every time we hear what his process is going to be something that we can't even comprehend what it would look like. But that's what his energy field is doing. It did it to Sandroni's facility.
His nefarious ambition knows no bounds. If this continues, the whole of Tevat will be in trouble, not just Krai.
Yeah.
The loss of Columbina could not have come at a worse time. Do we think she's truly gone?
There's no way.
Good?
There's no freaking way she's gone for good. There's no way.
She entered the space beyond the Moon Gate, knowing what became of Rerir and Thalindus. I'm sorry, but I fear the odds aren't good.
And this does make sense. This does make sense because for all we know is that after Rerir and Thalindus entered there, what happened to them? So we think the worst. We have no idea she's wandering around in this memory right now. We have no idea where she is right now.
Don't be ridiculous. If I know her, she's busy finding a way back as we speak just so she can annoy me. She isn't
That's
dead.
actually very sweet. That's very, very sweet.
Whatever has become of her, the fact remains that we are two comrades short on the eve of a decisive
That's so
battle.
true. But Sandrone being the one who's kind of like, I know her. She's like this and that, because they do know each other. They're best buds.
We need to find out the Traveler's location. but there is also other work to be done.
Agreed. Whatever Dottore is planning, we have to get the local populace somewhere safe. So, as well as a rescue mission, we have to organize a mass evacuation at the same time.
This is so big. This is so big. This is like, it's on a scale bigger than we thought it could be. You know what I mean? It's even bigger than we ever thought it could be.
It would be best if someone could approach leaders of neighboring nations and negotiate emergency asylum for Nordkrai's inhabitants. Can anyone handle that?
Like, I know we should lock in and know that this is going to be gigantic. But it's still difficult to not, like, look, you know what I mean? It's still difficult to sit here and not be like, holy hell, this is how far it's gone.
Snezhnaya is one option. I'll see what I can do.
This would be so much easier if the Traveler was here. No! Stop thinking like that, Paimon.
It's okay to miss him 100%. She adores him so much.
Paimon will join you.
Paimon!
She's pretty well connected thanks to the Traveler. Maybe it'll come in handy.
She knows, she has so many friends. Oh, that's amazing, Paimon.
Either way, that's what the Traveler would do if he was here.
She's incredible. She's so incredible. I'm trying not to, like, cry again because I've been crying all episode, but, like, I know you just let it out. It's just one of those situations where, like, I'm more happy right now anyway. There's like, you know that feeling when you have the feeling in your throat and your heart where it's like, oh, something's coming up. But it's more of an inspiring moment and a happy moment for Paimon. I'm so happy she got to this point. Oh, where are we going now? Oh my god, these transfers, man. What are they doing? I'm so happy for Paimon. We're back here again as well.
Back here again. That gravitational force that pulled me back. Is this where it came from? When I saw that memory of Moon Prayer Night, I think I influenced reality. Was it just a coincidence?
And that must be going on. Like, imagine that goes around your head as well, because she knows that at that moment that thing did come out. But was it just the fact that she touched it at the right time, or what did she actually influence it in some way?
If only I could have sent the others some kind of warning on Moon Prayer Night. Maybe we could have stopped Dottore.
It's such an interesting way of thinking. Do you think that would be possible, I wonder?
I feel so heavy. Does entering that space consume a lot of energy?
It seems to be.
Well, even so, I have to keep moving forward.
Yeah. That's all. I mean, it's all you can do, really. That's literally all you can do.
Back to emptiness and silence again. I should try and find my way back inside that memory.
And as you said, this music's so gorgeous. This whole area is so pretty in its own way. But then you have to look at it from Columbina's perspective. She's like, I need to find my way back into that area. Because that made her feel hope, made her feel solace. She was around people that she knew. And you can only imagine that, like, it's... Man, this place is so beautiful. Like, for us, like, it's like one of those things where, like, we're exploring this area, we're seeing a whole new area, but for her, it is silence, it is loneliness, it is trying to find her way out of here. Should we head towards... There's no really defining landmarks, are there? I mean, here, maybe. Right? Because it seems similar to last time, that, like, thing going from the air? Yes. Yeah, I remember there was, like, a thing like that. But then they're all like that, though. They are, but I remember, like, specifically this one, maybe. I don't know. Because they all have something. No, they don't all have something. Okay, that makes sense. So here again. How do we enter again? Oh, does something else comes up then, right? Do we charge again? Yeah, there it is. Okay. Really beautiful stuff, though, isn't it? And we're heading over here, too. It must be, like, yeah, how lonely and terrifying this must be for someone, like...
What am I missing?
There's something we're missing from this. But you know what I mean? Like, being so... Like, after everything, you made this sacrifice and expecting to be destroyed. Like, yes, it'd be kind of a relief, but you'd also be waking up kind of like... What am I doing here? You know what she was?
These scattered fragments.
Like a mini game? Oh, is that literally it? We just have to grab him? Interesting. Did that work out?
It worked.
There it is.
Hopefully I can stay inside for a bit longer this time.
Yeah. I mean, it could be the key to getting out of here for sure, right? It has to be. There's a reason why she's seeing this for sure. Whoa. Is it smoky in here, or is that just the vision?
Abyssosque. Welcome to the Adventurers
Oh,
Guild.
it was just the vision for a second.
What? This doesn't look like Moonprayer Night.
When could this be? But they pointed towards Catherine for a reason, right? For sure.
Extra! Latest issue of the Nausea Express!
I don't think I've ever been here. Maybe this space isn't comprised of my memories after all.
So it's not memories?
There aren't any festive decorations around. Is this Nausea Town after Moonprayer Night ended?
Because for a second I was thinking before.
Did
But then-
Dottore's plan not affect the town? Or is no one aware of what happened because he used the Three Moons' authority?
To like erase
Let me
people's,
see
to
if
change
I
people's
can
memories?
influence anyone else.
Wait, maybe that's what Dottore is doing with the authority of the moons.
So?
Changing people's perception of the past. So no one knows what happened.
Wait, that voice. Paimon?
Was it? I was talking
The
like an
most
idiot.
important thing right now is to find that mage.
When was this? This is when Columbina went missing, so she was here. She technically was here at this time.
Alma the Traveler and Mr. Varga are here too.
Yeah, this is when she went missing that time.
I'd better go pay the Fatui a visit.
I remember this specifically, this crew.
Traveler!
Yep. Heartbreaking moment. And he stops, right? Oh, they're not going to do this, are they? Wait, she still interacted with him. Wait. No. Are they going to say that the reason why he sensed Columbina was because Columbina in like this version tapped him on the shoulder? How does that work? How does that work?
Columbina?
Is that why? It wasn't that he sensed the spirit of her, he sensed this version?
I made contact.
There's no way, right?
It's me, Columbina.
Oh, and she's like calling out to him. She's so forward about it too. She would never have been like this before. He senses something. But he can't see anything.
Traveler?
Let's go! This is no time to be spacing out!
Huh? Wait a moment. This has happened before.
Yep, it was the moment where and he called out to you, and you called out to him. I remember it so specifically, and I think everyone does. Obviously, it was a huge moment.
This is what happened when I disappeared.
So again, was she the one who like infiltrated the world at this point somehow and made him turn around?
I stood right over there, thinking that no one would ever find me again.
Terrifying. So sad.
It was only when he called my name that I decided to follow them. But did he turn around because he sensed my touch
That's
just
what I'm
now?
saying. You could say it's a coincidence again, but twice?
Is it really possible that from in here, I can change the past?
But then, wouldn't it make sense that you did that before then, already? Man, time travel is always so weird, isn't it? It's always so weird.
If I keep following them, maybe it's that gravity again.
Oh, just as she was getting some progress again. That'd be so weird to think about. Am I changing the world? Or is it just a coincidence? I'm able to interact with the world, but now there's 2 times it's happened.
Every time I influence reality within that space, this force intervenes and pulls me back.
So something doesn't want you to intervene?
It's as if it's trying to stop me from leaving. I'm getting weaker and weaker. I'll just have to try another approach next time. Come on, Columbina. Keep going. You have to tell everyone what happened.
And again, this is their most self-motivation. I know we talk about the arc of Columbina this whole time. Again, Act 1 Columbina and Act 2 Columbina, you would not have heard her being like, come on, let's do this. She's way more motivated. She has people she loves and cares about now. She wants to help them. Oh, they were transferring it. I keep thinking they let us walk around as our characters. This little transfer with the flower being submerged in water is very, very interesting. And where are we now? Oh my, this is non-stop. Where we're gonna have to like cut off the point here, because again, it's one of those situations where like I'm a big yapper. It'll probably take me, I think, like maybe depending on how long this is. Say this is a 3-hour Archon quest. Say it's a 4-hour Archon quest. If it's a 2-hour Archon quest, it's taking me like 4 hours and a half. If it's a 3-hour Archon quest, I'm going to be doing this for like 7 hours. If it's a 4-hour Archon quest, we're gonna be doing this for like 8 hours. You know what I mean? It just makes sense to cut up into parts if we can when there's a saving icon there.
Suddenly, I've been plunged into darkness, alone.
For the Traveler of all characters to be alone as well when he's always had someone with him.
It feels strange, as if something has grabbed hold of me. Is Dottore now powerful enough to interfere with space itself?
Every second of this quest, things get scarier and scarier, and it's almost like we feel like these things are true, but it's when a character says it that you're kind of like, oh, please don't say it.
Look at you, standing so
Jesus
still
Christ.
in total silence. I almost didn't recognize you.
He just loves playing, doesn't he? He loves playing.
Hello there, Traveler.
What the hell is that? Is that his weapon? And look at the way how he influenced the world in just a split second. This music is so like 90s era Gotham City. It's beautiful as well.
He seems to be in a good mood.
He's always in a good mood.
What's that behind
well,
him?
Until people tell him no, you know?
Ah, so you noticed. This is the completed Trilune. 2 primordial moon marrows.
Well, you've done it?
1 artificial specimen.
You've done it?
You are wary of it. Good. Maintain that reverence.
See, even in this freaking moment here, like this is already, like he's so casual. Yeah, I completed it, you know? Because again, he believes he's allowed. He believes this is his right to do this. But also at the same time, too, he wants to make sure everyone else is revering him and the stuff that he's done.
You performed well in that recent battle. Brave and reckless as always.
He's so casually walking. I can't with this guy.
Courage is the sign of a true hero. And impulsiveness is the hallmark of those who strive to advance. I say this not to belittle you. Most creatures are far more timid by comparison.
This is a great shot. It's a fantastic shot here. And again, do you see the way he does this comparison stuff? And he's always like trying to make sure, I'm not trying to belittle you, other creatures are actually like way weaker than you.
3 moon marrows? Does that mean the artificial one is now complete too?
It very well could be. It very well could be. Again, he could be messing with us 100%. He's done that before. But we have to assume that he could be telling the truth.
Well spotted. What do you think? For a replica I built myself, I dare say it looks
Wait, so is it a replica or is it the real thing?
Dottore, are you planting illusions
So it must be a
in my
replica.
mind?
I have no interest in fooling your eyes. On the contrary, I hope to show you the true essence of all that you see before you. Is this not a beautiful city? People live in peace and find joy in their work. The streets are safe. People can even leave their doors unlocked at night. You might say it is the Elysium everyone dreams of.
Elysium is like a place that is like said to be perfect, right? It's a paradise.
All available data indicates your values and worldview conform with the mainstream. This kind of society should be quite to your taste.
False beauty is deceitful. Lies are to no one's taste.
100%. So it's the idea that like just because it's beautiful doesn't mean it's real.
I wonder, is it your moral standards that are too high?
Bring this wherever he wants.
Or your expectations of reality?
His moral standards are good. The Traveler's morals are good.
Answer me this.
Even now he wants to be higher up, right?
If someone existed in a sweet dream from the moment they were born, a dream in which they never once felt pain, which do you think they would consider superior? The dream or the reality?
I don't think of it as superior or inferior. I think it as people deserve to have a choice to choose how they want to live, as long as they're not hurting anyone else.
That's pure sophistry. It has nothing to do with your actions.
I love the way the Traveler's not taking his bullcrap. I love it.
As I suspected. You have yet to understand all of this for what it really is.
Oh my god. And that's the thing, that's Dottore's personality, by the way. That's always been his personality. That's the arrogance. You disagree with me, so you just don't understand. You know, this music is incredible, by the way. It's so incredible.
What do you want from me?
Zack is giving like a bitter tone to his voice here, which is rare from Zack.
You sound impatient. Do you think the only reason I'm keeping you is because I want something from you?
Yes.
If it's not, then why haven't you killed me yet? No one can stop you if you're as powerful as a god.
He's not wrong. He's asking the good questions here. Why is it you keep me alive? And again, it is because obviously he is a descender. It is because Dottore's always been interested in him, right?
I'm delighted you recognize that fact. I believe we last squared off in Sumeru. Ah, the memories. How time flies. You and I have both grown.
Yeah, just one of us in the wrong direction. You see the way he's changing the world as much as he can, and I think it's just to showcase what he can do. He's like, I can do this if I want. I can do this all day.
I'm not surprised that Arlecchino and Sandrone worked with you. You've always a way of slowly but surely ingratiating yourself with all levels of society. People laud you as a hero, but I suspect there's more to it than that. Oh, but to be clear, I don't say that to flatter you.
Do you always give your opponent an appraisal before you deal the final blow?
It's the arrogance. I'm telling you, it's the freaking arrogance. And it's so interesting that the Traveler's like, hey, like he's staring in the face of what he believes could be death, right? Because he doesn't know Dottore as well as like the Fatui does. He's staring at what he believes could be a god that could kill him at any moment. Someone who has the power of a god that can kill him at any moment. And he, instead of like bowing down or having reverence or anything like this as well, he knows he could die at any moment. He's saying, like, what's up with this freaking arrogance? And it is arrogance. It's the whole thing of like, this is who you are. This is who I am.
Call it a long-time habit. I'm a researcher, and one of my duties is to give an objective assessment of my subjects.
The problem is, I genuinely think that as a scientist, if you did good things, you would be incredible, right? The issue is when you say objective assessment, right? And people, I know there's going to be one or two people disagree with me. You can't really give an objective assessment on a human's personality. You can't. It's all that's subjective as heck from people's perception of what they are. But again, the arrogance of Dottore believes that he can.
But you misunderstand. We are not opponents.
We are.
Not at this moment.
We are. If I had the power right now to kill you, you would be dead. I'm just letting you know that right now. We are opponents.
I just want to talk. Think back to Tartaglia, Arlecchino, Capitano, Colombina, and now even Sandrone.
No. This is like a pile of dirt comparing himself to the flower. No, the pile of dirt has something to do with the flower and actually helps the flower. The better example would be, this is like a weed in the garden comparing itself to the beautiful rose bush.
You've worked with each of them in the past.
Nope.
I believe you can work with me as well.
Nope. Sorry. Disagree.
What makes you so sure?
Disagree.
Well, why not? Should the good associate only with the good and the bad befriend only the bad?
Oh, dear Lord.
I like to think we could have a more mature relationship than that.
It's mature to be friends with people that you disagree with. It's mature. You know? What do you disagree on? I believe the world should be... Okay, so it's not about disagreeing on pizza, you know? No. I'm sorry, Dottore. It's completely different circumstances. And I could be here forever, but I have countless videos. If you want to go back and watch all those videos with Tartaglia, with the captain, with all these videos, I can talk about that. I talk about at length why it's so different for me. You know what I mean? We can talk about it a bit more and just say that, like, on the basis, the summary of what I've said. I know you people come, you love yapping, but it's one of those situations where if I started talking about each individual character was different than the Doctor to me, I would be here for 10 years. I really would be. So there's a summary. Every one of those characters has something to live for and some love to give to the world that is actually beautiful, and the friendship that we have with them is actually strong, and you could sense the companionship we had with them was born not just out of like a hatred, but an actual personality that I could learn to get along with, like from the get-go. With you, there's nothing for me here. There's nothing.
Surely you don't think all your relationships are grounded in friendship or shared ideals?
Oh dear Lord.
People come together because it benefits them to do so.
How do you benefit me?
If you think of the people you admire, you must surely admit that they have provided some benefit to
Oh, he's thinking about it such a... Again, it's Dottore way of thinking. It's so bullcrap. It's so, like horrible. It's like, yeah, my best friend in the world, has she benefited me? 110%. Have I benefited her? 110%. But that's not why we come together, you know?
Morality, ambition, dreams. People have plenty of words to embellish the nature of their relationships.
Oh, come on.
But once you break free
Upside
from those
down.
ethical frameworks, you will see that the only thing connecting the two of you is mutual benefit.
You are silly. You are so silly. Because again, this comes from a place of arrogance. And there's people that talk like this in our world nowadays, you know? The edgelords, you know? They would go like, yeah, the only reason you'd be friends with someone is to get someone out of it, you know? When in reality, it's like, no, I enjoy Sandroni's company. I enjoy my conversations with Tartaglia. I enjoy having a good time with Sino and Tighnari. If they never helped me once, I'd still love them dearly. And it's the same thing with all of our people in our lives as well. I love the people around me, not because they can benefit me, but because I love being around them. It's not just, and again, you talk about the idea of ethical frameworks or what we both believe is good. That is something that is good. It's good to have a similar ethics, and I think it's a big, strong thing in relationships. But I think breaking down friendship and relationships just to a scientific formula is the reason why you will never truly understand why you shouldn't be friends with the Traveler, and you can't be, and you shouldn't work with the Traveler.
And that is what I'd like to talk to you about.
I'm good.
We're finally getting into it. He's probably been planning to kidnap me for a long time now. But for what exactly? He has the authority of all three moons. I won't be able to gain the upper hand in a fight. Best if I pretend that I'm willing to negotiate.
Fair enough.
For now.
As long as we're pretending. Because I'm getting this. I'm going to say this around. This sounds harsh. I legitimately do not care if people think that I'm being closed-minded. Because this is one of those times where, like, I am so forgiving and understanding of characters. I look into to characters' backstories, and I try my best to always, like, understand a framework from where characters are coming from. But I always reserve the right to have a character that I just freaking despise. So I ain't going to feel bad. This isn't a situation where I'm, like, thinking, oh, this would be an interesting debate. Yeah, I want to know more about the story, of course I do. Yeah, I want to know more about Dottore, of course I do. I want to know his backstory, I want to know all this stuff. But again, if the opportunity arises where we could end him, I would take it in a heartbeat. In a heartbeat. And that to me proves the story has done a good job. That I want to just have him ended.
You say you're a god, but you also speak of mutual benefit. What could a god want that the three moons cannot provide?
It's a good question as well. This is such a great scene.
Excellent question. But before I answer, I would ask you the same.
No, I asked you a question.
Gaining Columbina's allegiance was a rare and extraordinary feat. But the Moon Marrows are now in my hands, and I have the edge over her.
Okay.
For this artificial moon is not being rejected by Teyvat. Her identity and lineage may have been a thing of glory in the old world.
This music is so
great. They were
great.
also shackles that prevented her from ever integrating into Teyvat. I, on the other hand, you may view me as a thief, but I have overcome that limitation.
Everything he says is an excuse to get a little bit of a compliment for himself in here, I feel like. Every single time.
So what is it that the three moons cannot grant you? What stops you from negotiating with me to get what you want?
So, okay, so what I want is for you to stop this thing, these experiments, help me bring back Columbina, make every single mistake you made and every horrible thing you've done right again, and then dig your own grave and then bury yourself in there.
I don't make deals with lying psychopaths.
Oh, yes! I freaking love it.
That's quite an accusation.
Oh, is it?
Are you expecting me to get angry?
I don't care. By the way, when I say I don't care, I don't care about his feelings.
This is one aspect in which my personal growth has served me well.
I don't care about his feelings as a character. I care about the story. I hope that makes sense. But I'm speaking to him as a character.
In the past, my less mature self might have been disappointed, perhaps even angry, over a small setback like this. Like when you and Lesser Lord Kusanali joined forces to oppose me, for example.
Mm-hmm.
But things are different now. Just as the rich do not quibble with the poor, I no longer find myself perturbed by these trivial affairs.
Oh my god, I rolled my eyes so far that they nearly fell out of my head. And it's not surprising whatsoever he says something like this. His arrogance knows no bounds. And here's the thing, that's his character. It's always been his character. His character's always been an arrogant piece of crap. That's who he's always been. It's not any different. They've always written him well to be this way. He thinks he is better than everyone. I don't no longer find myself perturbed by these trivial affairs. Like, you can't tell me that Genshin isn't just like amazing for making a character that makes you want to just like go nuts with anger. You know?
Human relationships end with conflicts of emotions and interests. But relations between humans and gods are different. And ours is even more unique.
Ours. Because again, he sees himself as a god. And again, he has the power of a god, right? There's no denying that. But like, I think there's more to being a god than just having the power of a god, personally.
I have ascended to the highest heights and laid claim to unprecedented horizons.
And he needs to make sure you hear it.
And you were no ordinary person to begin with.
Oh my god. Did you see that? That was great.
To show you
what?
The world, Descender.
He's just... Oh! Look at this scene. What the hell? What? Where are space and time intersect? He was flexing there, by the way, putting us down in a chair and then levitating us again and then warping us here. We're literally walking on the freaking water. What is this? This is such a well-written scene. It's so tense, but it's also like this. There's like this terrifying aspect to it too, but then there's also an annoyance and an anger I have in me. There's so many emotions coming through this.
To stand, walk, jump, sit, and lie down. These are the most common of behaviors.
Yeah.
Have you ever wondered why we were born following such laws?
Jesus
Who
Christ.
stipulated that we could not fly instead of walk?
He's standing here like saying this as we're like, I know he's letting us fly. Again, he's showing off what he can do. He's showing off everything he can do. He is a fantastic villain. He is a fantastic villain. And it's not just because like, oh, he like sounds cool or he has this monologue or whatever. His personality is so intact for me that it's easy to follow, but at the same time too, you're always wondering what he's going to do next. This whole sequence here of him like trying to show us the world in this way. Look at this. Holy crap. Holy crap. This sequence of him doing this has the energy of like those classic movie scenes that got towards the end of them when the villain finally tries to like explain things to you. Right? But in this case, he actually like believes that we can work together. Again, it feels like, you know, again, that is a classic villain thing to do as well. But I just really feel it's not just his voice. It's not just the scene. It's not just the way that the music is playing in the background. There's something so perfectly written about his character. The way they have gotten his arrogance so right. They have gotten his showcase of his power so correct. They have made a character that has the power of a god approaches as if he was like a diplomat. Like this whole scene is incredible. Dottore as a villain is incredible. Doesn't change the fact that I would kill him right now. Look at this. It feels like we were in another world. And again, the whole idea, why can't we fly? Who decides what we can do? Because he doesn't want the world to tell him what to do ever. He never wants the world to tell him what to do. The world shouldn't decide what he does.
Someone of your talent and experience must surely know of the 4 great rulers who serve the heavenly principles. They govern life, death,
shades,
time, and space. One wounded by a blade will die from blood loss or infection.
Look at the scene.
And one who falls into a lake will drown in agony. The elderly wallow in solitude, and the solitary age faster.
All these creatures.
Eventually new life is born, only to embark on the same path of suffering. These 4 divisions anchor the world and shackle those who live in it. But they themselves transcend its boundaries, squandering the power bestowed by the heavens.
So he's talking about the Shades, right? He's talking about Renova. He's talking about, I guess now Gold as well. He's talking about all these characters. And again, just to look back here, he's talking about how these characters, people will die, elderly wallow, and there's like this cycle of death and suffering. But the anchor of this world is not shackling the Shades. He believes they're squandering it by not doing what he wants them to do, or like, and I think obviously he would have like a problem with the Shades. But he sees them as shackles, and that's why he would want to be free from those shackles.
All who live yearn for equality, but unless the gods prostrate themselves and profess that they are mere servants of the living, equality can never exist.
So he's, again, sorry just to read through this again. He believes that because the gods, like, don't adhere to the living in that way, then they're truly not equal.
Who makes the rules we must live by? Who has the right to restrict us?
And again, that's a very Dottore thing. Don't restrict me. Don't restrict me. What do you mean?
The limits of the body can be rejected.
What's this? Oh, we still. What was that? Did I do something? Did I use his power? No, no, no. I did not mean to do that. Oh, they ran away. Oh, come on. Genshin, I was right beside them. We're fighting people in the clouds. Is that thing down here his power? Because it seems like it destroyed them almost instantly. Wait, is he making us do it? Is that what's happening? Because they keep running back and getting their health back. There's no way he's making us do it. We have to defeat him in that way. Yeah, they're running away and resetting for a reason. Wait, really? Maybe there's just a glitch. I think that might be just a glitch. That was probably just a glitch. Yeah, it's just a glitch. Let's defeat these guys without this power. I'm worried that maybe that's just like the duck power we got earlier, but I'm also like thinking that maybe it's like these creatures aren't even fighting back. Wait, what's this? Some of them respawn their health, some of them don't. What's happening? What is happening with the respawning of health? No, what are you doing here? No, I'm right beside you. You don't need to spawn. You don't need to spawn. I'm right beside you. Don't get your health back. I'm right here. This is probably some power that's not his. Radiant Moonfly. Oh, you. This is such a crazy scene. This is like JRPG finale boss battle. This is like a Tales game boss battle. Honestly. Really cool stuff.
How does it feel to be among those with absolute power? You cannot conceive the extent to which your flesh hinders your mind and spirit.
He sees being like a human who's shackled to this world as a hindrance. Look at what we're looking down on here as well. This scene is breathtaking. But again, it's like a JRPG finale. It's like the ending of a JRPG. Wait, what? I know we're flying. I thought we were going to swim through the clouds, but I guess we are technically.
Primitive eyes can we perceive a new world. How narrow-minded we all were in the past. Why should the final answer of the world not be the power that predates those of life,
Jesus,
death, time,
man.
and space? The power of the Triloon.
We've never been this high in the game looking down. Well, we have technically, actually, we have.
Possibilities. Nature suppressed, authority exiled. soul's control.
He's talking about all these new possibilities you can rise to. Again, it's all about not being shackled. It's all about not being controlled. He believes that he has a better place in this world. He shouldn't be confined.
You know, I heard recently that a group of critics reviewed countless stories and drew an interesting conclusion. They found that it is more often than not the villains who strive tirelessly to push the boundaries of progress.
I mean, when you phrase it like that, you could say push the boundaries of experiments that they should never do.
In fact, long before this, someone voiced a similar idea in an academia editorial. I felt a great affinity with this perspective. I have never been afraid to step up and play the role of the villain.
He's saying stuff that, and again, I love hearing him, but like, this is like, yeah, I bet you weren't. I bet you weren't. He like read, and that's, again, to me, like, makes his character so much more interesting at the same time too, that he read this article and was like, you're right. The villains do this. I'll be the villain. That's fine. He's like, I'm accepting being the villain. I'm fine with it.
Fanatics are trampled down for their transgressions, and those who transcend are rebuked for their audacity. And so, the majority of creatures are too timid to follow my lead.
And again, this is what he tells himself as well. It's about this, like, that once again, I'm better. I'm looked down upon because I'm trying to progress things, but everyone else is just too scared.
But all sacrifices made during my experiments have been worthwhile, as you can now see. I can offer you something new, something unique, precisely because I am a villain.
And again, there's no doubt in my mind. Again, I love this. First of all, I love that he is like, again, writing-wise, him being like, yeah, I'm the villain. I'm the bad guy. I've done this 1,000,001 times over, right? Like I've been known in the villain every single time in these encounters. I'm happy to be that. Again, he's showing that, again, his arrogance, his acceptance of people's perception of him. He doesn't care because he believes he's better. He believes that if he breaks these shackles off, why shouldn't he, why should he be shackled? Why should he be kept in this cage? Why should anyone be kept in these cages? I am making progress and everyone else is too scared. That's what he believes.
Think about it. We are eternally bound through mutual interest. Can you truly say you would never turn to malice?
Yes.
If it could give you the life you dream of?
Yes, personally. Yes.
After all,
I won't be able to live.
What value do perfection and purity really have? They are fragile and feeble things. Utterly tedious.
Personal feelings, Calvin feelings. I always think of, like, those questions like, oh, would you do this or would you not, like, and that you'd hear sometimes, especially like on the internet, like years and years ago. Like, would you, beat up someone to do this for $1 million, whatever? And like, it's like, I think obviously like when those questions are posed to you, it's different, but I always think to myself, like, if I, like, by accident bump into my cat and, think I hurt them, I feel bad for like 2 days. You know what I mean? Do you think I could do some horrible act just to make myself happy? I wouldn't be able to live ever again. I'd be done. I'd be absolutely done. I watch videos of people fighting sometimes, like when when those videos come up on Twitter of people like fighting each other or something. And like, I can't finish them because I'm like, I don't want to see someone getting punched. You know what I mean? Like, it's like so, I don't know. Like, I don't think I'll be able to do something bad like this to get a life for myself that I want.
I say, better to be governed by a flawed humanity than a gnosis. The true seeker of knowledge is the villain who undergoes countless tribulations in pursuit of their goal.
Again, he truly, this is him saying he doesn't want to be governed by the gods, right? He's clenching his fist, very determined as well. Again, he believes this 100%. Again, I don't deny either that villains, usually in most stories you've seen, are the ones that are always trying to like push the boundaries and do something that you shouldn't do. But that doesn't make it right.
I'm sure many people have told you that you're different.
Yep. Yes, all the time.
Because I'm a descender?
Exactly. Very clever.
But what does that got to do with you?
I do not conceal my wicked deeds, my selfish desires, or my greed. A true researcher must act as I do if they are to understand and speak of the truth.
Yeah, and yet we know you don't. But again, that's the same thing as for me when it's like, you know, when someone goes, I'm an honest asshole. It's like you enjoy being the asshole more than you enjoy being honest. You enjoy being the villain more than you enjoy being honest with yourself. You know? You enjoy the villainous part too much.
And yet, a knowledge seeker like myself will inevitably grow tired of studying Tevat beyond a point.
His voice actor's so freaking good.
You have traveled to all corners of the world and met many people. Along the way, there have been moments when you were misunderstood or even became a wanted criminal.
True.
And all the while, you have spent your days doing some of the most mundane jobs in the world.
Yeah, but I'm happy. I met some of the most amazing people ever.
You fight and toil, claim minuscule rewards from my friend Pantalone, then you fight some more.
Pantalone?
Winning some battles and losing others as your search goes on. And this cycle continues, with no end in sight.
Yeah. Sometimes that's like, but if you can find you carve a little space for yourself in life, that's the best thing in the world. You know what I mean? If you can carve like a little life for yourself.
Surely you must sometimes grow weary of being stuck in this same loop day after day.
No, because you find things, and that's the problem with Dottore. He doesn't have anyone who, or that passion for life that people have. He has passion for superiority and being better than people. The traveler loves life, and he loves the life he's carved out for himself in this world. He loves what he's been able to do. He loves being with Paimon. He loves meeting all these characters. The smile on his face when he gets to go to like a festival or the flower festival like last year. That's his life. It's anything but boring. It's joyous and it's rewarding.
We're completely different. I embrace everything that life throws at me.
Yes.
I am engaged in every step of my journey.
Yes. 100%. That's the point. He sees it just like this mundane loop. And it's like, yeah, even now, like, am I in a loop? 100%. I get up, I record videos, I, eat dinner. I might meet up with a friend on the weekend sometimes, maybe once or twice. I watch, I go to sleep at night, but I watch a K-drama before I go to sleep or something. You know what I mean? I watch YouTube videos. I watch Smosh every day at 6. This is a loop, but I engage with everything. You know what I mean? It's like, I love recording videos. I love meeting up with a friend for coffee sometimes. I love making my dinner. I love watching that K-drama. I love that I get to sit down with a cup of tea, right? And watch a Smosh video with like 2 chocolate biscuits beside me. I love that. It's a loop, but I love it.
How does that make us different? I too embrace what life brings, researching everything that interests me.
But the problem is then, okay, that's fine. Here's the thing, right? Let's say you go and say, the difference is that the traveler looks down on you because what you're doing is wrong. You look down on us because you believe our life is mundane. It's not the same thing. You're immoral. The traveler is doing something good with his life. That's the difference. And to me, the whole thing of just like, as well, like, how are we different? I embrace what life brings to me as well. It's like, okay, then why are you looking down on us for our loop? Are you in a loop too?
Think of all the novel things I've managed to create. Like the artificial moon marrow.
Yeah, you said this.
Don't you see? As unique a specimen as she was, even Columbina is not irreplaceable.
You think of everything as like an experiment, as something to be like understood in that way. You couldn't replace Columbina in my heart, in my mind, in my soul, and in this world. You are a net negative to this world. Columbina is a positive that I would love dearly forever. If tomorrow you said to me, would you rather have, right, Columbina or Dottore? It's not even a question. I'd finish your answer before you even came to this. If tomorrow you said to me, right, we're going to chop off your arm, or you can have Dottore by your side instead of Columbina, I'd say chop them both off. Because that's how serious I am. Chop them both off.
Take that back. She's gone because of your
actions. Oh my god, the traveler getting so aggressive here as well. Again, that's his friend. They're so close.
I didn't say that to anger you.
Oh.
Though admittedly, I don't see what there is to be angry about. Anything Columbina could do for you.
Oh,
I can do better.
He's all about utility. He doesn't understand humans at all. He doesn't. I can do it better. We're not friends. And he, you know what? That's a problem. That's again, he's written perfectly. He's written so perfectly. Because that is 100% how he's been doing this. The conversation started with him talking about friendship as a utility. And we didn't agree with him. We didn't look along those lines with him. But he has taken that as being the right answer and gone on with the rest of the math equation. That's what he's done. Instead he wouldn't even debate the fact. He just said his piece and then went, okay, this is the truth. Now, what about that utility of Columbina? You think about things in the wrong way. If Columbina, we literally had a whole, and that's why this story is so great too. The whole story of Columbina growing is to not think of friendships as a friendship of utility. Oh, the anger on his face.
I know what your ultimate goal is. You wish to walk the path your sister walked.
Don't mention my sister either.
Answers from her at the end of that journey, don't you?
Don't even mention her.
Someone like you could never understand what it feels like to care about another person the way I care about
100%. But I care about my experiments. Is that not caring?
Perhaps not. But that doesn't mean I can't help. I could find your sister right now, bring her before you, and make her give you the answers
I don't want that either. That's so... Dottore, you don't understand humans at all. You don't. And again, that's why he's so well written. He's consistent. He doesn't understand humans. Because here's the freaking truth, right? Would that be great to get all the answers? 110%. But I would not want to force my sister to go away from her journey. I would not want to force my sister to do anything. Exactly.
Don't be so presumptuous. You'll never begin to understand the situation between us.
And that's the biggest flex that you can point towards Dottore. All these experiments, all these things you will understand, but there's always going to be something in this world that you can never grasp. You will never have this love.
Oh, no. This is no presumption. I'm only offering what I know is possible with the power of the Tri-Lune.
He's so frustrating. I want to literally kill him. I want to end him. Because again, this whole thing that he's saying here, I'm only offering what's possible. He changes it once again into a utility thing, into a scientific thing. He'll always warp everything into a scientific equation.
But it seems like you would sooner continue with your journey through this world. Why?
Why? It's not like we haven't... Again, he's so arrogant. He's explained to you over and over again how much he loves these people.
Do you truly desire this journey? Or is it simply a necessary process from which you cannot escape?
Process, see what I mean? It's everything's like, is this like this or this not? He just likes being alive, bro.
Think of all the time and energy you have spent, everything you've had to endure just to make it this far. Is this really what you want? Or has your hand been forced by the promise of that final answer?
See, he's also taking his frustrations and his arrogance with the world and applying it to everyone else, which is not how it works.
Yes, you have made many friends. But do they ever spare a thought for the void in your heart and what it yearns for?
If the Traveler talked to them about a void in his heart, they would try to fill it in 2 seconds. If he stood in the middle of Mondstadt and started crying, the whole town would be surrounding him in 2 seconds. Something you will never have, Dottore.
What you want is not friends. It is family.
Oh, God.
But do they know this?
The whisper in the ear here. They are my family. Mondstadt's my family for sure.
I, on the other hand, am far more considerate. Join my experiment, and in return...
He doesn't understand.
I will bring your meaningless journey and all its struggles to an end.
You're gonna talk to the Traveler, and you're gonna talk about the times we had with the House of the Hearth. You're gonna talk about the times we've had with the Krumaru. You're gonna talk about the times that we had back in Liyue, the Lantern Rite with Hu Tao. You're gonna talk about the times we had in Mondstadt, saving Dvalin. The recent paralogism, seeing Durin grow even more now. You're going to talk about the stuff that we did to prevent the flood in Fontaine. You're going to talk about the stuff that we did in Natlan to save those people and fight alongside Movika and become a hero of that world. You're going to talk about all the stuff we did in Krai and you're going to call it meaningless. That's why you'll never understand. That's why you'll never understand.
This is a malicious attempt to manipulate me. But at the same time,
oh no,
he's stating some very human truths.
Here's the problem, Traveler. Which parts? Which parts? I know that they want to make him out to be like, again, he is a mastermind. He's so smart. But I think there is some aspects where it's okay to just say he is like being super dark and pessimistic and arrogant about the world. And that's where I see it.
Of course he's right about my predicament. How can I deny it? I have faced ungrateful strangers, never-ending troubles, an endless quest for answers.
Okay, there we go. Yeah. I can put my hands up and be like, okay, I totally get that, 100%. We've had people that have been rude to us. We've been horrible to us. We literally did quests countless times that people have been rude to us, and we've tried to find answers about our sister. But again, I don't think the Travelers are going to succumb to this either. I don't. But yeah, I can totally see that. That's my bad. Hands up. We can admit when we're wrong. There is a human truth to that there is a predicament that he is in where he's constantly trying to like find answers to what to do with his sister, and it tears him up inside. That is true.
I want to see her. After everything I've been through,
this is interesting.
Words can't describe how much I miss her.
This is so interesting.
How much I want to be reunited with her.
Because even though he's not going to take this, he's not going to take this offer. He's not, right? I know he's not. It's an interesting character detail to have the Traveler be like, yeah, I'm not going to take this, but I want to. I want to see her, you know what I mean? Not that he wants to take the offer, but like he knows that like seeing his sister now would be a big deal for him.
Wherever you are right now, do you miss me too?
And again, those questions in his mind. And I think it's interesting how powerful Dottore's manipulation can actually go with it. Even for the Traveler, he did start to think of it this way. Because, yeah, and it's not a fair thing because, of course, he's talking about his freaking sister. The reason this quest started. You know what I mean? I know some people go, well, that's not the quest now. It is still the quest. It's always going to be the quest. It's finding our sister and getting answers. It's just that we're doing a lot of stuff in between. Whoa. They keep transferring me out of there. Oh my god, what a picture.
All right, everyone. Our next mission is clear. We need to contact all the major organizations, explain the situation to the public, and then begin the evacuation.
They're actually doing an evacuation. Guys, that was a crazy scene because I'm coming out of this. Like, I don't know. I feel like I'm like in a, because usually like I'm yapping for centuries, but I'm coming out of this like very equal parts frustrated, and now understanding of the Traveler's mindset. But I don't think he's going to take this offer. He's not going to take the offer from Tori. Of course he's not. He's not. But it does add a layer of drama to it. He's, in my mind, Dottore has, whilst talking about the Traveler's like real ambitions, which is to find the stuff with his sister, I think the thing that changes there, and the reason why that conversation is like, again, I think intentionally supposed to make you go like, shut the hell up, what are you talking about? Is that calling the Traveler's journey meaningless. You can call it frustrating, you can call it hard, you can call it difficult. But you look in this room right now and you're going to look me in the face and say that this is meaningless. Albedo's there. Even Dory's here. And you're going to say these people are meaningless to his journey? No. It just doesn't work like that. Dottore sees the world in one specific way, and it's very analytical and it's very clean into the bone. But the problem is that because you don't look at the world through an emotional space, you can't actually like do what's best for people. You think you can do what's best for people, but the reality is you can't.
The residents of Krai are quite dispersed. The two most populated areas are the Southern Isles and Pyramida. Miss Lauma, I will leave Hisi Island and Nasha Town in your hands. I will liaise with the Fatui and Pyramida.
Okay.
Agreed. We will reach out to Natlan and Snezhnaya. Anyone found north of the Experimental Design Bureau should follow the Fatui to Snezhnaya.
It's getting so real, isn't it? It's getting really real.
As for those dwelling south of that line, I will ask the Voynich Guild to help persuade them to leave. Then I, Mr. Varka, and the Frostmoon Scions will escort them to Natlan.
Yeah, there's even a plan set in place here.
The Voynich Guild has dealings with the Curatorium of Secrets. I will send them a letter vouching for your credibility.
That's good stuff, and everyone has like a part to play as well.
Yehoda, you should help Lauma. This is too big of a task for one person.
Yehoda's well more than capable as well.
My wish has come true. You're willingly lending me your most capable employee for the day.
Well, good for you if all this only takes a day. Of course, if it takes any longer, I'll be charging a fee.
Whatever makes you feel better about helping your girl.
Boss, wait. Don't I get a say in this?
Apparently not.
Oh, I'm sorry. Something to add, Yehoda?
Well, no one's more important to me than you, boss. And remember how Lauma healed your eyes after that big battle? I think that's worth at least 2 or 3 days' work for the Frost Moon Scions.
Oh. So it's saying, like, she's actually making deals here.
Are you completely incapable of acting in your own self-interest? Or do you simply devalue your own labor?
She's making deals. She was still like, yeah, you can sell me off, but, like, I think, you know, Llama's done some good stuff, you know?
Are you sure you don't want to come with us?
I think Nefer generally thought Yehoda was going to try and negotiate maybe a better deal for herself, but she was negotiating a better deal for Llama. You know what's so interesting about this too? This kind of like also once again proves what I've thought all this time, which is you know, Nefer is trying to teach Yehoda stuff to like, you know, truly value herself and value her own job, and sometimes to say no even there, and she's like, you truly don't look at yourself that way, do you?
Who will see to our other work if we're all busy evacuating residents? Sandrone insists that Columbina is still alive, and we have a traveler to rescue. There's much to be done.
Oh, Paimon's face.
But boss, I'm just worried that...
Well, Nefer, I'll link up with you once my tasks are complete.
What makes you think I'd need you to do that?
I'll need it. And considering the way you approach certain matters, I think you'll be better off with me present.
Oh my god.
That's quite enough. Just focus on your work first.
Oh my god, these two together.
I bet we're in for an uphill battle here. But we can help out too. Inefa and I are gonna help Nasha Town's residents carry their stuff.
Very cool. Very cool stuff.
Loading schedule. Store essential local research data and technology samples, then escort the people to Natlan. Understood. I will execute this to the best of my abilities.
Fantastic.
Great stuff. Thank you, ladies.
I've contacted the Lightkeepers.
Everyone has like their own input here, right?
Join us shortly. I will persuade them to conduct a thorough search of the region to ensure that no civilians get left behind.
As for me, I guess I'll be making an early return to Sumeru.
You're evacuating?
I think it's important that someone informs the Dendro Archon of what's going on in Krai.
Yeah, actually. 100%.
Roger that.
Yeah.
Someone should inform Mondstadt, too.
Yes.
Mr. Duran, can I trust you to handle that? I think you fly faster than any of us can run.
So there's a possibility here that we might actually get a full-on reunion, maybe. If not saying Nahida would show up, but like if she did, it'd be really cool.
As an added incentive, get there fast enough, and I'll see about getting your gliding exam waived.
He hasn't passed the gliding exam?
Really? Ha! Mission accepted, sir.
Oh, he hasn't passed the gliding exam yet.
I intend to stay behind and help Miss Sandrone with her research. She has some alchemy-related questions that she'd like me to explore.
Yeah, they really are setting this up as like a big deal, right? 100%.
She recognizes your expertise then. I wish you a fruitful collaboration.
Oh, that's so cool.
Thank you. In truth, I was surprised to hear her express an interest in subject matter outside of machines.
No, it's so cool. It's such a cool idea having them pair up. And it's such a cool idea, again, if you put it that way, the idea of like, you know, that she thinks he's talented enough to do this too. It's really, really cool.
I believe she has been investigating some Fontanian technology recently. She made a point of bringing the relevant materials with her when she left the Experimental Design Bureau. She's sorting through everything in her room as we speak.
Interesting that she's looking at Fontanian technology, right? 100% interesting.
I should mention that we have one other friend who isn't present. He hasn't made his position in all of this clear. But if we know anything about him, he's likely investigating on his own.
Who's this?
Paimon's been very quiet today. But I know how close she and the Traveler are with the Natlanese. She should come with us to the border.
Yeah, this is so cool and such a great idea, utilizing Paimon's friendship with the people in Natlan 100%. And it's also so cool that like they're expressing how serious this is by showing that they're going to the Natlan border as well.
Okay. Paimon will do
Everyone's getting a warning.
Make sure to heed Sandrone's warning. Many of us have been cursed by Dottore. As such, under no circumstances should anyone cross national borders. Remain within Krai.
So they have to go to the border. How do you go to the border of these places? But I guess like Durin wasn't cursed, wasn't he? And neither was Dori, so they can leave. But how do you go to the border of a freaking of Natlan without getting cursed?
Personally, I have faith in Columbina. Things look grim, sure, but who knows how it'll play out. Same goes for rescuing the Traveler. Both of them are important allies and friends.
Oh, Paimon's face.
We'll be counting on you to gather intel on them, Miss Nefer.
Oh, wonderful.
N?
You're all here.
I adore N.
That voice again. Nicole?
Yep, 100%. Oh, in the flesh as well.
Whoa, that was loud. And it came out of nowhere. So mysterious.
It was very mysterious, honestly.
Sorry. This is the only way I can speak to you all right now. Please accept my apology. Anyway, time is short. I'll cut to the chase. We're still facing quite a catastrophe here at the world's borders. Alice has roped in every Hexen Circle member she can get a hold of. Except for me. She told me I had to come and help you all out as a matter of urgency.
Oh, because all the other Hexen Circle members are helping. This is, oh my god, so serious. Like, they really sold how serious this is, like, warning everyone at the border. Everyone has different jobs. Look how pretty your character design is. And N then, like, being the one sent here, but all the rest of the Hexen Circle members are at the world's borders.
I quote, "You love talking, don't you? Well, now it's finally your time to shine. Take these. Make sure the whole party gets
the
one
Dogo?
each. You'll be in charge of making sure everyone stays connected."
Very, very fun. It's so crazy to me still that, like, we just have, like, Hexen Circle witches just showing up like this.
Huh? Is this a Dodo communication device?
Scanning. Unknown device. Analyzing. Unknown device. Conclusion. Cute.
What a great analysis.
Affirmative. It is cute and good. I believe that I quite like it.
You believe?
This is no ordinary Dodo communication device. It's my very own special modified version, specifically... sorry. I almost went off on another tangent there. Anyway, help yourselves. It will allow us to communicate over long distances within Krai.
Very cool.
No more worrying about shuttling messages back and forth.
It just reduces the effort in communication, right? 100%.
What astounding technology. Am I right in assuming that it relies on your personal abilities to function, Miss Nicole?
Yes, exactly. Right on cue, Albedo. I'd love to brag to you all about how it all works. But no, next time. Anyway,
You
I'll
can
be
brag whatever
right
you want.
with you all, serving as a communication hub. That's all from me. Head off as soon as you're ready. I'll be staying here to keep watch, and I'll be sending you my blessings.
Oh, we're back to this thing again as well. Really cool end showing up and giving us more like communication stuff as well, right? How is this going to look now? Contact the Lightkeepers. This is the only time we're going to get to take a break. And I'm going to, because we haven't been able to do it, I'm going to back out right now, guys, because again, I'm just going to be completely honest with you guys. I'm recording for over 3 hours now for this episode. So the next episode might be the conclusion to this, but like again, it's one of those situations where like I'm not going into the lot, and I don't even think I'm all the way through it. I don't even think again, with knowing these arguments, I could be 3/4 way, halfway. I have no idea, but I'm gonna end the video here and then come back in the next one with the next parts of this. Yep, I'll leave. I'll come back. I'll redo whatever you want me to do, 100%. I don't know how you guys feel about the structure of this story. The way that we have to do, I think you can just enter right back into it over here, yeah. The way that you have to go through the whole thing. Is that the strumming of a guitar? Was that always there? Maybe, possibly. It's not that I hate it, because again, I know that you can back out and we can just go back in. That's grand. But I know that if I went through the whole thing like that without any breaks, the pacing would probably make me like die. Not literally, but you know what I mean? I'd probably be like, you know, it wouldn't be as enjoyable for you or myself. You know what I mean? It really wouldn't. And we can record more tomorrow, and we can do more with this thing tomorrow. This is a cool place to stand. For Clarand. It just makes perfect sense now that we've gone into a whole different situation here as well, right? It just makes sense. There's a lot of like things to discuss in this episode so far, and there's a lot of things we can talk about. And I think that like one of the most like horrifyingly, you know, terrifying things that we've had here was that we've had like a lot of I might change this because the flashing on the screen might not be comfortable for you guys. 1 second. But we've had like actually this might be funny. 1 second. Where's the photo mode? We've had like in this episode we've had like some scary encounters here with the most villainous villain in all of Genshin. To me, the character that is like the easiest to dislike and the easiest not to want to be around, which is Dottore. And the encounters that we've had with Dottore this episode, to me, were like a battle in more ways than one. It wasn't a physical, yeah, we did have a physical battle with Dottore, which is absolutely intense and incredible. But I think more than anything, the stuff that happened with Dottore this episode was this, I don't want to say intellectual battle, it was a thought battle that was basically about Dottore's ideals and how he believed those ideals were the best for this world and the best for himself. He does not understand how the Traveler truly thinks, but he does understand the Traveler's woes. And I think that's one of the most interesting things about Dottore is because while he understands the Traveler's feelings and in terms of like how the Traveler, what he wants to meet his sister, to get answers and all this stuff, he doesn't quite understand like the emotions behind it and what, because again, he thinks of it as a scientific equation. I bring your sister here, it's over, your journey's at an end, all this, your goal is completed, there you go. When he's taking out the emotion of that situation, if you force your sister to come here, force her to answer your questions, that's actually not what we wanted. It's not. We don't want a reunion with our sister that is forced. We want a reunion with her sister and answers from her sister that are her. That's her answers. That's her as a person. I personally don't want our sister to be forced to come here. But again, from his perspective, that's what the human world is kind of like. And I feel like the whole conversation kind of boiled down to like a few things here. He believed that like stuff like the Shades who work for the Heavenly Principles are, you know, they flaunt their power without actually using it the right way. He believes that he is shackled to this earth and he shouldn't be shackled and he should be free. He believes that he shouldn't ever be like, how do I say? He believes that he's, this, I don't know if you would say like he believes he's this like, that he deserves to not be in his own mind shackled. But his idea of being shackled is so different to what other people might think. Because he described the idea of like this loop to the Traveler. This idea of like you are in this loop constantly. But the way the Traveler answered back, which actually is very good, and I'm not satisfied with Troy's answers back, by the way. The Traveler answered back by saying like, I'm in a loop, but I love this loop. I love engaging in this world. I love feeling this in this world. It feels amazing. It feels awesome to be a part of this world. But obviously, Tori's like, I want to put an end to this. Yeah, but it's all about breaking across those shackles, showing him a power that is like beyond like anything he can even like comprehend. The idea of like, why do we have to walk on this earth? We jump, we sit, we walk, we run. Why can't we fly? And he did that there, and it was an amazing scene where he sat the Traveler down and boosted him into the air to showcase like, look at this. This is the power I have now. Why don't we get to do this? Why is this reserved just for the gods? Why is this reserved just for this character, this creature, this entity? And of course, the problem is with this thing, which again, I'm not opposed to like going against the gods or the Heavenly Principles, by the way. F the Heavenly Principles as far as I'm concerned, 100%. But he takes away all the human emotion out of it So the problem is that he will never truly be able to benefit the world around him because he sees the human world as just a one big playground for his experiments, and everyone is a pawn that he needs to use to get to this point. Again, Dottore has factually, this isn't an opinion, has tortured people, has changed their form, has taken their souls and put them into different objects, was directly responsible for the poisoning of some of our friends. He has manipulated characters into wanting to slaughter and kill. This idea that he, as a character, wouldn't go further than far is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. He's a character who is legitimately, to gain that moon marrow, if they told him tomorrow you would have to kill 2 villages. And not even 2 villages, you have to kill an entire city. Do you think he'd think twice about it? No, he wouldn't. He wouldn't think twice about it. And look what he's doing now. We have to evacuate this place because we're worried of what Dottore is going to do. And I actually think those scenes of the evacuation are really well done, by the way. There's a sense of urgency, giving everyone a job, talking about how serious it is. I just think they do an amazing job with that part of it. I'm actually like super impressed with it, honestly. And it's just one of those things where the ideals of Dottore, this is where I am with the ideals of Dottore. If he was someone who said, F the heavenly principles, I'm taking power back for humans, I'd be like, F yeah, dude. Frick yeah. But that's not what he's doing. He's taking power for himself. And whatever stands in his way, whatever goes against his ideals, he will go against. He has an arrogance about him that has gotten to the extreme where at one point in the conversation, we told him one thing, he ignored it, and then kept going with the conversation as if that we said something else, as if we agreed with something else. That's how arrogant he's become. Because as I said through this whole story, Dottore's arrogance isn't the fact that he says he's smart. He is smart. In terms of technological stuff and experimentation stuff, he's smart. But you know where he's dumb in? Understanding humans properly. Because he's smart when it comes to like his IQ and science and all this stuff, right? He knows all this stuff. But he's dumb when it comes to understanding humans. He understands what their goals are, what their woes might be, and he always tries to understand like why would they feel this way, but he'll never truly relate to that, and that means he'll never be truly smart, in my opinion. There's another thing here as well with Dottore, like trying to show off his power to the Traveler constantly, and then again, I should finish. His arrogance comes from the fact that he believes he's entitled to this. That's his arrogance. But yeah, he's trying to show off his power to the Traveler. And in the end, the Traveler did like feel a weight in his heart, because how could you not? And again, I was wrong about one aspect because I was like, oh, you don't understand this. But he does understand like what the woes of the Traveler is and what the Traveler does day to day. But he's not going to fall for it completely. There's no way he's going to join up with Dottore like this. It would break my heart and break my soul. We also had like some very emotional scenes with Paimon. I thought they handled that very well. Paimon as a character, you know, isn't very far from us very often. And while she's like a very strong character, they had her looking around the room, not seeing the Traveler, and she broke down. Like, they really did impressive work when it came to that stuff, and I was actually very impressed by it in the end as well. Really, really good stuff that I found to be, like, truly, truly incredible. There is, like, such an emotional weight to the relationship between Traveler and Paimon, so that's why I was, like, crying, is because obviously, like, you know, the Traveler's relationship with Amber is important to me. The Traveler's relationship with Vaughn is important to me. The Traveler's relationship with Mavwika is important to me. The Traveler's relationship with Conchina and, you know, Shalone and all these characters is important to me. There is no bond in this game like the bond between the Traveler and Paimon. And they did such a good job of sensing the worry in Paimon's face. And even everyone around her was like, yeah, Paimon, let it out. It's understandable. Even Sandroni was like that as well. But yeah, they did those emotional scenes really well too. I found it to be really well done. They really sold how horrible this is to lose the Traveler, because again, he's so powerful. He is so powerful. They also sold the fact that they lost Columbina too. Dottore has effectively separated Columbina, even unintentionally so. I know that was Columbina who separated himself, but he effectively separated Columbina and the Traveler from the group. If you had a basketball team, that's like getting your two best players and separating them from the group. You know, it's not good. But that was the intention. The intention was to separate our characters from the group. And speaking of Columbina, we also had these like really magical but like very mysterious scenes where she's kind of interacting with her past memories. Why? Let me just turn this off really quickly as we're talking about this, guys. Where do we find this now? In Friends? In co-op mode? I'll be back in 1 second. I'll try and turn this off. I don't know how to turn back on, guys. Like, I generally don't know how to turn back on. But yeah, the stuff with Columbina, she's worried now because obviously she's like interacting with, now you can do your little pose as well if you want. She's interacting with the world and her memories in a way that is too coincidental. And now we're believing that maybe in some way she was able to change the past through those memories. But every time she does, the Force like drags her back out. We saw her touching that card. We saw her touching the Traveler's shoulders. And it makes you feel like, is something happening here? Is she able to do this? Is there something she's able to actually like control? And to me, that's like a very like, it's hard to think about because you have to think about then like, you know, the past, the present, the future, how she interacts with the past and how that already impacted the future, how it changed something. Did she already change it? There's so many moving parts to this. But right now, all we know is Columbina is safe. Technically, she didn't get ripped apart like Varir did. She didn't get like destroyed when she went into the moon reflection. And even like later on, we had Sandrone being like, oh my, yeah, like of course she wouldn't do that. Of course that wouldn't happen to her, which I think is a really great moment as well. Really fantastic stuff from Sandrone. And all those character moments were great too. I think all the portrayal of the characters was fantastic. Some of the great moments as well. Like even like, you know, talking about how Sandrone and Albedo like have gone along too. I love those moments. Yeah, with Columbina, we're not sure exactly what's happening, but there is some sort of interaction with the past, present, and the future. We started off this whole thing. I know we're going backwards, but we started off this whole thing infiltrating the Dottores facility. And like, it's so crazy because opening with the Dottore boss battle in Act 7 is one of the most crazy things that Genshin has ever done. I legitimately came away from it being like, in what world? In what universe is this not just like an absolutely insane thing? It was absolutely insane. But again, it's insane, but it like makes sense. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, this is like a really crazy thing to do. But I actually think it was really, at the same time, an incredible moment that caught me off guard. And the way that they presented Dottore, not just in this boss battle, but this whole episode is fantastic. Having him as a character waltzing around the place like he owns his world. He's strolling around with this confidence. Even in the boss battle, he's like just strolling about the place. It took me by such shock. And you see the way he's able to manipulate people, the way he like threatens people. He truly believes that, like, again, it's his right to do this. And everyone's just, anyone who stands in his way is just stupid. It's not even like that he's angry at them anymore. He's just like, you guys are like stupid for standing in my way. You really are. And you saw that there, like he trapped the Traveler and left with the Traveler because he's always been interested in the Traveler. And leaving a big hole, obviously, in our group. But that whole moment there in that scene when we met Dottore, he had no problem walking around Sandrone, no problem walking straight up to us. He has gotten to the peak arrogance of Dottore. As he already has, creating this moon marrow so we can have the power of the 3 moon marrows. He's truly a terrifying character and such an interesting character at the same time too. And I actually think they did a fantastic job with his presentation because it's not just like, yeah, I'm annoyed at him, I hate him. That's good writing. He's incredible in that sense. Do I disagree with his philosophies? Yes, 100%. They're wrong. But does that mean he's not really well written? His arrogance is a big point of his story. It's a big point of his character. And they portray his arrogance in such a fantastic way. The way that I come away from it feeling like, holy crap, they did a fantastic job with this. They did amazing with this. His arrogance is so well done. Yeah. I don't know. That's where I come away from this. I come away from this story with Dottore feeling I disagree with him. I think his philosophies are wrong, but He's such a well-written character with such a great voice actor and such a great presence, and the way they did the location changes, him showing up at random times, I think all was done incredibly well. And now we have this urgency of warning all the different locations. Everyone's getting together to try and stop this plan from happening. He truly is. And I think it's intentional as well that they had Rerir beforehand as one of the most terrifying villains ever. Now Dottore surpassed him already in my mind. Of like, what can he do? What is he going to do? They've done a fantastic job of that. Yeah, this whole thing so far, I do feel a little bit tired with how the pacing went. Just because I feel like it was like very like, there's little to no gameplay breaks, if you know what I mean. There was gameplay, but there was like little to no like freedom to just wander around for a bit. And while like, again, I'm not complaining because like, it's like, okay, I can just click out of it and come back to it. I hope you guys understand that it's like not me nitpicking. It's just me saying like, it would be nice to, like every like, I don't think it would have killed them every few minutes to just like every 30 minutes or something, or every 40 minutes to have a character be like, have a mission show up saying, talk to Nefer.
Will you be joining us? Then it's settled.
You know? Yeah, some great character moments too in this as well that I loved also. I love the Yehoda, you know, making a better deal for Llama, the Albedo as, of course, with the Sandroni thing, Durin wanting to get his flight license and his gliding license, Nefer and Llama trying to make a deal with each other as well. Dory honestly doing something very smart, which is going back to warn Nagita. Like there's a lot of really great character moments here and funny character moments that are sprinkled throughout like some like very terrifying moments, but I like that they didn't make it too like, because again, you can do goofy moments and it's fun, and I love Genshin for that. But even like the funny moments didn't have an over the top nature where it's like it takes you out of it. It was all very tense the whole time, and I think they did a really good job of that, honestly. I can't wait to see where this goes, guys. Thank you so much for watching this. This episode was uploaded early. I believe it was uploaded on Thursday morning. So you can see that on Thursday morning it would have been early for like early for Americans. It would have been much earlier. But guys, I want to say thank you so much for watching this series. Thanks so much for always supporting me and supporting this series. As always, I said, you can get these videos early on Patreon, and I'm very excited to showcase that for you guys. This was a great quest. I will, like I said, be honest, like I'm a little bit like, I don't dislike it. I'm just like, I think understandably, because I do a lot of yapping, I feel like I came away from this like a little bit more tired than I usually would. So we're going to take a little bit of break and we'll come back with the rest of the parts. I don't know if it's going to be like 2 more parts or 3 more parts, whatever it's going to be, however long it is. Typhar 2, Jamie Bull, Johnny the Banana, the Ghost of Inazuma, Felicitas Felix, Yule, Radish, Anusta, The Assassin, True Peanut Butter, Peter Shelson, William, High Casperian, Jared Beanham, Neo Sharite, and at the highest tier of my YouTube, Rorgum7, Blasco, Musanagi. See you guys so soon. Bye bye.